Valken presents the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show, sponsored by Enola Gay and Elite Force. The Debrief is the most interactive airsoft podcast online, and it comes to you each week in glorious high-definition resolution. Enjoy many experiences, including our energetic hosts, interactive polls, special guests, live caller hotline, event announcements, and video premieres. And be sure to check out the Valken Alliance, which offers many benefits including airsoft team sponsorships. The Debrief also broadcasts live from many locations worldwide, from California in the United States and all the way to Germany and Western Europe. It's also easy to get your airsoft event on the show by just sending us a Facebook event link. And if you miss any broadcasts, you can catch the rewind on SoundCloud or YouTube. And please follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for your Valken Debrief.
Hey guys, it's Chris from Enola Gay, and it's time for Valken Debrief Live.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show.
Livest show in Airsoft.
Biggest budget,
Most number of viewers.
most interactive.
I have to say, the most impressive intro. Can we give everybody right now, whoever's early bird joining us, can we get some love for that intro? Our production team doing some hotness with that work. That almost looks professional. It almost looks like we actually pay them.
We actually have a new budget from Big G.
Is he listening right now?
He is.
Are you doing a plug for that budget? Did I kiss the ring yet? I forgot. Real quick. Thank you, Big G. We appreciate it. Thank you for access to the big satellite, not the little satellite, but the big one.
I'm actually being summoned to the Valken Mansion in 2 weeks.
I heard that this is a big one because you don't even have to go to the airport. They're going to bring the helicopter right to that 7-Eleven by your house.
It is, yep.
And just take you right up to Denver and straight away.
That's right.
I heard it was a big deal.
Oh man, we got a great show for you this evening. Already up to 35 live viewers. If we get up to 50, Airsoft Innovations is our live viewer sponsor, and they'll be giving away a grenade.
Do they sponsor every live viewer or just like groups of them? How does that work? So it's like groups of 50, and then they sponsor that group. Is that how that works?
Something like that.
Is that I don't know logistics on that. I
don't know logistics.
I got to read the contract. I don't know how that works because you worded that kind of weird.
Speaking of which, yeah, look, check these. These are Tornado 2s.
Have you? If you guys don't know, we got a great review of these on our Instagram TV. They're a lot of fun.
And YouTube.
And YouTube's. Tons of fun. By the way, did you remember to set these back?
Why?
It's daylight savings next week, so you got to set back your timers, right?
That's right. Don't forget to set your timers back.
Set your timers back. Daylight savings. Yeah, there you go.
That is right. So
dad jokes in the house. Like it. Dad jokes. Ooh.
So one of our running traditions here is Overachiever of the Hour.
I didn't even look. I'm going to guess it's Ethan.
Is it Ethan Vaughn.
Ethan? If we need to have some kind of special like first achiever, like the most first achiever awards ever, like Hall of Fame moment for that, because he's crushing it.
Well, he keeps spending his exposure bucks every week. He's not like saving them.
Is it like tickets at the skee ball place? Can you add those up and get like the RC car at the end of the year?
Yeah. So if you're just joining us for the first time and wondering what all that was, it's we always acknowledge the first comment in the live chat every week. And this week, Ethan Vaughn, congratulations,
once again,
buddy.
Crushing it. I bet if we open the phone lines, he'll call right now. Like even if we could open them right now, that would be...
If we could.
We could.
Which we do have a hotline, which is area code 856-975-0650.
Call it right now. Right now.
But
call
we're not going to answer.
Leave us a voicemail. Or just heavy breathing. We love that. We love the heavy breathing.
A voicemail.
Whoever you are from the 270 area code that keeps leaving us the heavy breathing, we're tracking you down, don't worry. And not for bad things, for good things.
That is true. So you can leave a voicemail about your upcoming event, a guest you would like to see on the show, or if you want to be a guest on the show, call the hotline and in 2 minutes or less tell us why you should be a guest
If you go past 2 minutes, we just stop listening. So everything past that 180-second mark is just gone. It doesn't exist. Just so you know, he's jovial, but he's serious.
And we want to give a big shout out to all our podcast listeners on SoundCloud.
Oh, that's right. By the way, we fixed the search bar so you can find us now. So we fixed how they search so we pop up. Thank you once again, all our new listeners.
All you have to do is go to SoundCloud. You can either put in Valken Debrief or just Airsoft Podcast, 2 words.
Pops right up.
And you'll find us right there.
Amazingly, if you search for Airsoft on a lot of the podcast like sources, you get apparently Airsoft is like a form of like house music. I didn't know that. So I listened to a lot of house music when I was doing some research this weekend by accident. A lot of weird beats from DJs in mom's basement.
Oh, wow.
But there's some good stuff out there.
And if you would like to support the show directly, head on over to ValkenAlliance.com, click on the shop button, and we got some t-shirts there.
Do we finally have the rad merch site all set up and good to go?
It is.
Because I think if I see someone with an As Seen on the Debrief shirt, I got a prize for you if I see you out in the wild.
Ooh.
I might have a little something for you if I see that. Or any of our merch. If you can, if you find me, show us you're wearing our merch, I got something for you.
That's right. And also, while you're there at ValkenAlliance.com, sign up, click the join button, and search on Facebook for Valken Alliance and join your local region.
What region are we doing today? We got a focus region? We got a special region?
We do have a focus region.
Is the Jersey Shore a region complete with like oil refineries and chemical plants and all that other stuff? Is that its own region, or is that part of a greater region?
So we are featuring the Northeast region because our guest is from the Northeast region.
Look at all those pretty pine trees in that picture. That's nice.
I know, right?
It's pretty. And honestly, do we have a European Valken Alliance region, right?
Yes, Western Europe.
Is there Western and Eastern Europe?
There's Western Europe, Southern Europe, and Eastern Europe.
Okay, so I want to give a shout out to Western Europe because our friend from Portugal is joining us. Where is he?
Francisco.
Mr. Francisco Lobo.
Yes. So
I learned some Spanish. That's Francisco of the Wolf.
Yes.
Ooh.
And we want to say hello to all our European viewers. If you want to catch the Valken Debrief on the Valken Airsoft Europe Facebook page, that airs Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central European Time, or if you're in the UK, GMT, it's 6 p.m. And Monday nights.
Though it's not live.
No, it is live.
Well, I mean, it's live recorded, but they get to see it.
Oh, guaranteed. Ask a question in the chat as you're watching this right now in Europe.
You always do this to me. He does this to me every time. He does it to me every time. I was gonna do. I had a whole little thing worked up there. You
just gotta land the plane a lot faster.
You know what?
Bigger budget, more time constraints.
You know, the guy who lands when we got back from Vegas, he wasn't a hero. Sully landed it crazy. He's a hero. I'm just saying, if you land on the Hudson, people remember. If you land at the airport, no one cares.
Who do we got in our chat tonight?
This is actually quite a chat tonight. We got Freddie Flux. We got JP. Who else is in here?
You mentioned Lucky Branch.
I saw Willie Soto is with us as well.
Psycho from AR-15.
Little love to my Overwatch friends out there as our t-shirt sponsor of the night. Who else is showing up? We got, of
Cody
course,
Clegg.
JP has nominated Cody Clegg for a guest ship on the show, so we maybe have to think about that. That was a nomination.
But don't we have to get Cody's parents or guardians to sign the waiver?
No,
he is under 18.
We're just gonna roll dirty. We're just gonna.
I thought Cody was under 18.
We do what we want. This is the internet. It's not a real place.
Don Roberts is watching. James Hurst. Mitch Delzer, welcome. Got a lot of new faces in here.
I like new faces. Hey, I'm guessing a lot of these new faces are probably from around New Jersey way.
No, actually, Sam Nemo down in Florida.
Oh, Florida.
He's watching.
Hey. Is he the Florida man?
He's one of the Florida men.
One of the Florida men.
Him and Breaker, they do a lot of local airsoft stuff in the northern.
He teams up with Breaker.
Is that okay? What do they call the northern part of Florida?
If he's cool with
because
the Panhandle.
No, the Panhandle is the bottom, right?
The northern, I think they call that like Pittsburgh, because everybody I've ever met from northern Florida is just a transplant from like Pennsylvania or upstate New York for some reason.
Whisper.
There's actually a good
Lucky Branch wants Freddie Flux to be on the show. You know what? Freddie Flux was one of the top 10 shows in 2018. I think it's 2 years later. I think it's time for him to come back.
Is 2 years enough though?
It is. Well, Veterans for Airsoft is going into its third year. So the last time we interviewed him, VFA was
brand new on the scene, and it was very young.
So we could use this as like a progress report.
Exactly.
That'd be nice.
So, Freddie Flex, we're going to call you up and get an AAR get you back on the show.
I'd almost bet that he'd call us first. Like, Freddie's the kind of guy that he's probably going to call us. Like, one of our phones is going to go off in like the next 10 minutes. That's how he rolls. We don't even have to call him.
Sam Nemo Breaker is my girlfriend's husband.
Wait a minute. Wait, that. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that one out. That didn't make sense. But...
No, yeah,
yeah. Leave that
phrasing.
Phrasing.
I understand what he means.
I got what he meant. Commas are important, my friend. Commas are very important.
Exactly. So tag your friends, get them in here. We're gonna be talking with
we got a guest this week.
Goldring.
He's Planet Airsoft, isn't he?
He is. So if you ever see Planet Airsoft on Instagram, has about 31,000 followers.
That many?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's right. So, he's a big nerd, loves airsoft, and we're going to be talking about content creation and media tonight. Oh,
and you guys get to find out live that next week we're going to have Galaxy Airsoft on just to show him up, and after that it's going to be Universe Airsoft. Yeah, take that, Planet Airsoft.
Oh my gosh.
Who else is here?
So I'm gonna tag Ted Colligrove.
Oh, we almost have the full ASAP crew in the house. We got Corey, we got Cole, we got the actual ASAP official page watching. That's pretty cool. I don't know how they do that. That's pretty neat. Like, I want to figure out how to watch things as Valken. That'd be
so I gotta tag all our content creators.
Are you guys on tonight? I didn't see if you guys had like a Facebook
I didn't
post.
see a post.
Let me know if you guys are on, because I want to do my usual thing. I didn't.
Well, they have episodes that just disappear. Remember, like 20, 21, and 22. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about those episodes?
No, we don't. We don't talk about those episodes.
I think you just broke the first rule of ASAP, is that you talked about those episodes. You referred to them.
No, literally, it goes from like
you said
19 to 23. It goes from 19 to 23.
Are you thinking that maybe like Carl was a little inebriated when he was uploading at one point, and then he just messed up the numbers and then just rolled with it from that point on? Like,
true.
We're good.
So, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with Yitz from Planet Airsoft. Tag your friends, get them in the show. Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Come on.
I got it.
Come on, plenty of time.
Ready? Check out Airsoft Revolution 15. We're on everything. Hey guys, it's Psycho with Airsoft Revolution 15, and you need to watch the Valken Debrief on Thursdays. And while you're at it, might as well go ahead and check out Airsoft Revolution 15 on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and at airsoftrevolution15.com.
This is the Valken Stock Dock Charging Kit. The Stock Dock Charging Kit comes with a docking station charger, rechargeable buttstock, and compatible buffer tube. The docking station charges batteries directly inside the buttstock, so you don't have to remove the battery from the buttstock. They come with delta peak detection, which automatically stops charging at a full charge, and also includes short circuit and reverse polarity protection. The Stock Dock Kit is only compatible with NIM batteries using a mini Tamiya connector, and a NIM battery is not included. Thank you for watching, and please leave a review to tell us what you think. Hey, welcome back to the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show.
118. Not even going to wait for you to ask. Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
I'm the Kaiju.
This is Peltast.
And don't forget to thank our big sponsors, Enola Gay
And Elite Force.
and Elite Force.
And Airsoft Innovation, our live viewer sponsor official.
And the Valken Alliance.
Valken Alliance.
Yes.
T-shirt sponsors this week are Overwatch and... You're wearing us.
I'm actually wearing a
We're sponsoring
a
ourselves
t-shirt.
on our T-shirts. How crazy is that? Look at that. Inception. Oh, a little chilly in here, so he's bundled up, boys and girls.
So,
Because we had almost spring here in Colorado today.
please welcome our guest this evening from Planet Airsoft, Isaac Goldring, also known as Yitz.
Smash that button. Show some love for homie in the chat, please.
What's up, Yitz?
Yo, can I be difficult?
Sure.
Okay.
2 minutes is not 180 seconds.
Wait.
I've been waiting to say that for a long time.
Wait, 2 what?
2 minutes
I'm
is
going back to when
120
you said
seconds.
people should call you, and you're like, after 180 seconds or 2 minutes, we're not listening anymore.
See,
it really bothered
and
me.
here's the problem: is you're going backwards, and we only go forwards.
Yes,
on this
exactly.
Show. We're only forwards.
Yeah,
we just
Fine.
keep rolling.
Daylight savings only forward,
How you doing, brother?
except for in Arizona.
Great, I'm great. It's wow. Tired. But
Tired? Have you been busy lately? Is that why you were tired, or just have you been
work.
responsible
Oh
with
my
your
god,
time?
I work too much. Yeah, that's.
Well, speaking of which, so that kind of starts us off. So, for those watching for the first time, you can ask a question in our live chat of us or our guests, but we prefer our guests. Ask a question of them because they're more important. And we will read the question off to our guest, and they will answer for us. So, any question goes. So, the first
Actually,
one.
before you ask that, we forgot one thing.
What?
This special guest segment is brought to you by Enola Gay Smoke Grenades and Lifestyle Gear. Sorry. Like that?
That's why I got a good co-host.
Got to pay the bills real quick there.
That's right.
So we can bring you guys more content, best content, expensive content.
And they paid for this beautiful blue smoke that you see all over the screen.
It's do their grenades actually do that for like 2 hours straight? Because that would be cool.
But they're not sold to airsofters, only to law enforcement.
We need to put that.
Military.
We need to put that caveat every time we say one of those things. That like we're the joking caveat from
We
now
just
on.
keep pumping smoke.
Yeah.
Those are just micro bursts.
Each episode costs $450 in smoke to produce.
Yes, it is. So Yitz, what do you do for a day job?
I work for a company. We sell stuff on Amazon, pretty much like sneakers and clothing and stuff.
Like what kind of stuff?
I just have what kind of stuff like sneakers.
I mean, sneakers and clothing.
You.
Sneakers is pretty specific, but just clothing. I mean, like what? Like
negligee,
Gucci,
like
or...
t-shirts, like baseball spikes. Like what are we talking here?
Baseball spikes for sure. No, we sell like activewear clothing and mostly that. Like a lot of it though. We have like a bunch of different brands and stuff.
Is it like a company we'd know? Do you want to name drop?
It's mostly women's activewear clothing, so I doubt you would know any of them.
You don't know.
I can drop names if you want though.
No, this is promote them.
Sometimes it fits better if you buy the women's stuff. I'm just saying.
Okay, Noli, Thrive, Dansko. That's like shoes.
Oh, Dansko.
Nike,
my wife wears Danskos. They're
really?
they're super popular in the medical field.
Oh,
because you can stand in them for a long time. They're like clogs, but not.
Yeah.
Like you know those weird clogs you see medical people wearing that look like Crocs, but they're filled in. Those are Danskins.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like $100 a piece. They're not. They're like super expensive. And
well, I
really
mean, they got to be on their feet all day. I would imagine.
Well, yeah. I mean, my wife's a phlebotomist, so she spends a lot of time circling the hospital. That's why she needs them.
So
thank you for providing them because her feet feel good.
What do you do in that company?
I fix all the problems. So like whenever there's problems with listings on Amazon, that's me. I get to call them and talk to people and have them fix it. It's fun.
So are you like an IT guy, or are you doing like copywriting or something, or merchandising? What would you call that?
I can give you an example if you want. That'd probably be easier.
Yeah, that's actually the best way to go about it, I think. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Like, haven't seen you for a while. Keep going. Sorry. Nike
has a lot of issues with Amazon. They don't like each other. So for example, if let's say Nike like makes a new product and we have the older product, they reuse their UPCs, which in turn makes it like Amazon is then let me word this better. Amazon will then take the new product and overwrite, I guess, the old product, which we're then selling as a new product. So it gets a little bit confusing. So my job would be to like call Amazon and get it all sorted out.
Oh, that's right, because they're not changing the ASIN numbers. So
right, exactly.
This is where you get a lot of reviews like, this is not what I ordered. This is not what was pictured.
We actually have just recently gotten very educated on this topic in terms of, because we just did all the media for Valken to Amazon. So we actually are very familiar with this.
So my wife and I, we went out to dinner last night. And we're sitting there waiting for our meal to be brought to us. And I'm just kind of scrolling through Amazon. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to look up one of our products. And
oh, God.
I scroll through the thumbnails. And the last one's the video. And I'm like, look, I'm on Amazon. I've got 150 of me faces on Amazon. I mean, I felt it was an accomplishment. But thanks, Gino. I appreciate that.
Is Amazon famous? Because there's like Instagram famous. There's Twitter famous. Are you like Amazon famous now?
Yes, I think there's a new category. Amazon
like, is there one? I guess you could possibly like what's another celebrity that's commercial famous? That would be like Billy Mays. That'd be a commercial famous kind of guy. You could be the next Billy Mays. Just don't have a heart attack on me, okay?
Okay,
no cocaine for you.
No cocaine.
I
won't do that. I won't do that. So, what do you enjoy the most about your job, Yitz?
Okay, this is horrible, but if I'm having like a bad day and I get to scream at some Amazon seller support dude, it's nice. It's a little bit horrible, but it works
Working
out.
out your personal problems at work, being paid to do
Oh,
it
yeah,
is not a
sure.
bad thing. I can
Right.
respect that. So, okay, we got that out of the way, right? We talked about his
Yep.
personal life. Can we talk about airsoft now? Because I haven't talked
Sure.
about airsoft on this show in a long time. So, what's up with you in airsoft? How long you been doing it? How long you been into it? Give us the story.
I think it's been like 6 years at this point. It's been on and off as of the last few years. I was like going pretty strong for 4 years or so, and then I got like busy with work for I think a year, so I didn't really go on my account much, and then it kind of went dead, so I kind of got discouraged, and it's been like a whole circle at that like since then.
So, what phase of airsoft would you say you're in? Are you in the I have to collect every platform known to man, or I'm so tired of every filthy casual on the field? Like, where are you at?
I was like that. I had a way too large of a collection at some point. Now it's like I get what I think is fun to use outside of like just like gas blowbacks, for example. I won't touch that for a game, but just for backyard shooting, it's fun. And if I'm getting it for a game, it has to be practical. Otherwise, I don't touch it. I'll go for like an AEG or maybe something HPA, but nothing like I won't touch a gas blowback rifle for a game. I used to try that. It just never worked out for me.
So, how'd you get roped in? Was it like friends dragging you to the field, or you saw a YouTube video, or like what was the inspiration to go be part of this incredibly expensive, super nerdy hobby?
Oh yeah. So I used to be into paintball, and I went to a paintball store once, and they had both, and I'm like, that's actually pretty cool. They have realistic looking guns, and I tried it out, and then I dropped paintball and started this.
Oh, so you were originally BB Curious. I like that.
And we actually have a question in the chat. What name does Sky call you? Sky was
Yes.
our guest last week. What's the name that he calls you?
Calls me Yitz. Where's Shabuba? Did he ask that? That's
Shabuba.
Shabuba, I like that.
There's a story
That
there.
might
Why does
be-
he call you Shabuba?
That
I
might
have
be the best
no
nickname ever
idea.
so
He
far.
started calling me that one day. It's like a Jewish thing, I think.
But wait, are you Jewish?
Yes.
So if it's a Jewish thing and you don't know, I mean,
I think
don't understand.
more what he was saying is that it's like when people say ching ching chong chong to make fun of Chinese. Like it sounds Chinese to you if you're not Chinese, but if you are Chinese, it's just ridiculous kind of thing. So
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
it's like a pig Yiddish name. So it's like calling like someone like Shalmaga, like that's not a Yiddish word, but it sounds kind of Yiddish. You know what I mean? Like,
I
it sounds
gotcha.
kind of Hebrew like. That's like what he's meaning.
I was in Costco the other day, and there was an Asian walking by, and I actually, as they passed, I actually heard other people like saying, "Oh, he's Chinese. Cover your mouth. He might have the coronavirus." And I'm like, "It's not spread by a race." I mean,
Not only that,
come on.
we're in the middle of Colorado. This is not exactly like a hot zone.
Can you imagine if that person heard that as they walked by? I'm just like, really? Are you people that ignorant?
So I saw this little GIF or this little video that was hilarious. It's been going around YouTube. You might have seen it. It's the one. It's like the shortest horror film ever, and it's all these people standing at a bus stop, and they'll have masks on except for one guy, and he like hawks a loogie and spits it in the gutter.
Oh my
And the
gosh.
bus comes by and splashes everybody, and that's just the end of it. I was like,
Sky spelt it out. It's Shabubala,
Shabubala.
not
Sorry, Sky.
not
Gosh.
Shabula.
Oh, like Bubala. Like saying like
Fuzzy
Bubala.
Bubala.
Like, oh yeah.
Fuzzy Bubla.
Like Bubala.
From
Well, like
The
Bubala,
Zohan.
Bubala is like what a nickname a lot of like grandmothers call their young boys. Bubala.
Tyler Joe James says Eiffel 65 going ham in the background.
Eiffel 65.
What's he talking about?
That's a long time. I haven't heard. You never heard that song? I'm blue to that was Eiffel 65.
Oh,
They were
really?
like a
I love that song.
yeah.
So horrible.
They actually have a whole album that is just as terribly great. They have a whole song about PlayStation. Like if you're a PlayStation 1 guy and you remember that coming out, they literally name every game coming out for it. It's I don't get it, but I mean it was late 90s. Didn't have to make sense.
Not sure.
Xbox.
So, what made you? How long have you been playing airsoft before you decided, you know what? I want to create content for airsoft.
I want to be the next Novarish. How did you think that was going to happen?
You know. Norwich wasn't even a thing when I started, okay? Norwich was only big like a few years ago. Like a month maybe. I got started pretty quickly.
So do you have like a background in editing or doing media stuff, or is that just something you started just like, hey, I'll watch a YouTube video and figure it out?
So everything started like photography and video, and all started because of Airsoft. I used to take pictures with like my iPhone, and then it worked out. So I upgraded eventually to camera, learned how to use it, but everything was because of Airsoft, really.
So it was finding the right content to actually get you to start taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of the analysis
fun.
there?
I liked it.
And were you taking stuff while you actively were playing, or this was like you actually were taking a step back and doing the media role on the field?
I mostly, if you look at like my older pictures, which would take you a while because it's really far back, but I pretty much only did gun pictures. I didn't start like on field until a few years in like media.
So what was it about that guns that you wanted to take pictures of guns? What was it that drew you in?
They're cool, duh.
They're cool. I just like product photography because it's like when you take pictures of people, you have to make them listen to you and make them do what you want. Products you can move to your own liking, and you can like, you can take your time and get everything perfect. You can't really do that with moving targets of people. So I always like product photography better.
I don't know if you heard about this group of people, but they take money to have pictures taken of them. They're called models. They'll do whatever you want in the future. If you want to take some pictures of people.
But you got to pay them.
You do have to pay them.
You got to pay that, exactly.
But see, we do that by paying them in exposure bucks.
Yes.
Just swipe that exposure credit card every single time.
Exposure bucks. That's what I'm talking about. So, I'm assuming. So basically, what do you prefer still, video, vlogging, both, black and white, color? I mean, what kind of medium do you like to capture stuff in?
So I've never tried vlogging. I tried it once. It didn't work out, so I haven't really tried it. We don't talk about that though.
Whoa.
Always a story.
You opened the door there, so you got to walk all the way through.
No, because you sharing your experience with vlogging, like, it'll shed some light. It's like, it's kind of like, oh, don't go to this event because this producer sucks. Well, like, why do they suck? Well, I don't know. I've never been to one of their events.
I heard it on the forums once.
Yeah. So, tell us what happened with vlogging.
Okay, this is a true story. I made a YouTube channel. I used to watch a lot of vlogging videos, and I thought they were pretty cool. I made a YouTube channel called The Jewish Vlogger, straight up. You can search it on YouTube. It's there. There's no videos ever, but I tried like doing it once, and it was so bad. It just...
Well, so when you say blogging, like, are you talking about like this is like video blogging, like
Yeah.
writing it, like instead of writing it down and people can check it on a forum, it's like you record just a personal message every day. Essentially, is that how it works?
I walked around the mall just saying stupid shit because I thought it would be fun, and it was fun until I watched the playback. I'm like, well, I said all that in public. That was great.
But was anybody watching it? Like, because that's the key, right? It doesn't matter.
I was with a friend. He stood like 15 feet away from me the entire time. I guess it was that bad. I never uploaded it, but I had the videos. I probably did it a long time ago.
You must have these lost episode.
See, that's the
listings.
thing.
That's what we need to see.
If you become a national, like a worldwide star, that's the stuff that's going to be
you
valuable.
need to keep that stuff
because you release that stuff as like the lost albums, like not Wu-Tang. Like Tupac's releasing a new album, I heard, even though he's been dead for like 15 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so even if you die, it's how your family will profit off you. Is the lost episodes from the mall and Paramus.
All right. Keep that in mind. When I'm famous and I die.
So if anybody in the chat is watching live, go ahead and put your question in the chat. If you have a question about content creation and media, if you're thinking about increasing your media presence or starting a YouTube channel,
well, and this is a perfect subject for some really interesting specific questions because Yitz has managed to get a airsoft store to partner up with him, so he has a source for products.
Oh yeah,
reviews.
Tell us about that.
So how'd you get that set up? Because that's the hardest part of doing airsoft reviews or any reviews.
It's finding somebody that backs you.
Well, you have to get the product, and it's not like you can get Elite Force just to mail you a gun for a week. Like I tried, Nigel won't do it.
Right.
So how did you work that whole system out?
That goes way back. This actually got really lucky with this. I don't know if you knew this, but New Breed actually, Sky Store actually, they had a different store in like Nanuet, which is where I live, and I went there when I first started, and I used to visit them all the time because it was like pretty cool to me. And I'm trying to remember, I went with my cousin, this is like a really long time ago, and I spoke to the owner of that store, the co-owner, and we worked it out that I would do media with his stuff, and I would take the pictures for him. He could use them too. So that's really how I started with that.
So that sounds like a perfect example of it's beneficial to everybody. You needed products, he needed media. You could take good media.
And this is another good example of supporting local.
Like, I like that.
So many players that want to be internet famous. So you just put internet famous, infamous, together. They contact all these companies to mail them stuff. It's like, it's a whole lot easier to help out your local store or field with promotion. It's like literally you could take stuff off the wall, mess with it, put it back in the box. I mean,
well, not only that,
and you can get a lot of content by just hanging out in your local store.
And your local store needs the content.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you got to think about it. If they don't have someone who's an in-house media guy, whatever you want to call that, because there's not a lot of money to pay those people at a local store. So it's normally a sales guy who does pictures on the side or a local photographer they pay outside. So if you can cut, I don't know, a couple $100 off their budget every month, and you get, it's a win-win. That's the thing you guys need to
most
remember.
professional graphic designers or photographers or videographers, they know nothing about recreational shooting sports.
Yep.
So and they're probably expensive. So I mean, you got the best of both worlds. We actually have a question in the chat from Whisper. What is the best camera to use on your gun? Say like a sniper rifle.
Ooh,
doesn't have to be a sniper rifle,
like a
but
shot cam is what he's talking about.
like some kind of
shot
shot
cam.
Zoom cam.
Zoom cam.
No, that was the question. Is that what he's asking?
Yeah. Like a gun cam to look
the-
down the barrel or get those hit marker shots everybody wants.
I never really did that. I have like the old Mobius one, and it works okay. I see a lot of people using run cams now, though. They like hook it up to their on the rail system, and they seem to work pretty good in video. I just don't really have much experience with that.
The only downside of the run cam, from personal experience, is that you have to take it apart to replace some lenses on it and some filters to get it to.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a standard 3D printed mount that's out there on Thingiverse for it, but it's fit to the wide filter on the end, the UV filter. So like you can buy it with the UV filter installed. That's like $200 something bucks. But if you just buy the camera, install your own filter, the whole package is like $100 less. Yeah. So if you don't want to spend a bunch of bucks, the run cam does require a little bit of modification. It's just it's small screws and stuff. Just be warned out there if you're going that route.
So do you run with an action cam when you're playing airsoft?
I've tried that a few times, and I actually have some gameplay videos on my channel like a while back. I just didn't really have fun. I was too stressed out about like getting good footage and stuff than actually having fun, so I just didn't like that.
What did you notice the first time you go back and you're watching your first helmet cam? I'm assuming helmet cam. You run a helmet cam?
Yeah, I had a GoPro attached.
Yeah. What was going through your mind when you were going through your footage for the very first time?
Okay, this is not like what it's like on YouTube, You see on YouTube, it all looks perfect and beautiful and all. It's not the same at all. It's hard.
A lot of bouncy, a lot of out of focus.
Yeah,
a lot of staring at the wall.
A lot of like looking through hours of footage just to find the few kills that are actually cool. Not worth it to me.
Yeah.
I actually went back and looked through my footage once, and there was a moment where my camera was just staring at like the sky for like a good minute and a half, and I was like, why is that? I don't remember banging on anything. I didn't have to readjust it. I was like picking my nose or something, like digging for gold, and so you're like doing this or scratching your butt or something.
That's why it's always good to get those action cameras that have a preview screen on the back.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So you can actually see what you're naturally looking at. I remember the first time I threw a helmet cam on him, but he was wearing a ball cap, so he's just wearing the harness. But he wore a ball cap backwards, but it would shift. And so when I was going in and reviewing the footage, great shot looking down the gun, but whatever he was shooting at was just above the screen.
I'll tell you
just
what,
off screen.
If any gun manufacturers want to sponsor me, I get terrible shots of everybody else on the field, but the top of that gun looks gorgeous in my GoPro.
So
the whole game just focused right in on that rail.
So Yitz, do you think you're going to continue to do running the GoPro, or how do you want to improve it somehow? What are your plans for that?
So something I wanted to try, I've never really done this before, like at all, but I wanted to try going on field and getting like video footage like that. Not me playing, me videoing other people. I thought that might be cool.
So you want to do the full transition to field media guy?
Yes, pretty much.
Oh, you're going to the dark place.
Going to the dark place.
Yeah, it's a dark place. Like, because there's always the field photographer guy. And I call it the dark place because he always finds a way to get in front of that shot I'm taking. Always. Like, there's always that angle.
This is
that
what
the
I
photographer
say
gets in between me and that other
because
guy.
I'm the media guy, and they'll be like, "Camera guy, get out of the way," and I'll be like, "I'm making you look so hardcore and awesome right now. You just keep shooting. Don't worry about me."
See, that doesn't work on me because I'm so hardcore and awesome naturally that I just want to play the game. I don't need anybody to see it. They just see me and they know hardcore, awesome. That's all they see. I piss excellence.
So, when you're creating content, do you just like to be more organic, off the cuff, or do you actually have a purpose or a plan or a vision that you're trying to tell a story or whatever?
So what do you like? What type of content are you referring to?
So when you're doing, let's say, gameplay, are you telling a story of the game day, or are you just trying to catch a couple rad moments? Like what's
So like you're focusing on gameplay, but I barely do that. It's not really my forte.
Okay, so let's talk about like review videos, or what do you like?
Yeah,
So
you've done a couple unboxings.
So let's go. Let's talk about your
Mine
GAT
too.
video because I watched this a couple times. So when you guys are setting, let's rephrase the question here. So when are you doing a script for that? Are you doing a setup, or is it let's just set up a tripod, let's start recording, and let's see what happens? Like, how does that work for you?
I never really script videos. I don't know. I don't think I'm professional enough for that. I'll like do bullet points for reviews that I want to be good or want to get information across.
So there is structure there to some extent.
Not the G18. That was just Sky and I throwing a tripod up and being stupid.
Okay, well,
Obviously.
it didn't really look like that. It looked like there seemed to be a plan to a certain extent. I mean,
I'm trying to remember.
I
That's
wouldn't
a
have
long
called
time
it
ago.
like
the G18,
network
it
television.
wasn't that long ago that it came out.
I haven't uploaded a video in like months at this point.
Well,
What?
No, the
Slacking.
that was like a month ago.
I know.
when it came out.
What's it?
That was a month ago you uploaded that one because the
No
G18
way,
didn't come
not
out till
possible.
like the first of the year. So
Maybe.
like it would have to be you'd have to have filmed it somewhere after Christmas because the G18s I think they didn't ship till Christmas or something like that. So
because it was fun watching the little outtakes you posted on Instagram that actually didn't make the video of you in the back room, I guess, of New Breed, trying to shoot the handgun.
That's like 90% of the video. It doesn't ever make it, but that's what most of my video work looks like. I just don't put that stuff in.
Why not?
I
should, right? I used to. Watch my really
realness.
old videos I did.
It's awesome realness. I mean, I think that's I can't speak for at least our audience or any audience, but I think the wonderful thing about this medium and the internet is that the filters are gone between us and what we're watching on TV. We realize that they're just people like us. And so realness carries over a lot more.
Viewers like to make a connection
on the internet than on new
with what
media
they're
than old
watching.
media. Yeah, because what you connect to in old media is it's like it's all fake, it's set up in Hollywood, but new media you're connecting to, it's just a guy like you in his living room. You know what I mean? Like you're literally watching someone just like you most of the time.
Or I mean, look at what was it? What is that Russian hacker on Facebook?
By the way, Mike, it does not burn. I got a prescription for that. My excellence does not burn anymore.
I mean, probably some of the most followed people on social media. They don't cut anything out. They're just, you enjoy their humor or their sarcasm or their,
or they have the best editing team known to man, so it doesn't look like they cut anything out.
or no editing team. No editing team whatsoever. So, in regards to airsoft, what do you find yourself taking up more of your time? Playing airsoft or creating content?
Definitely creating content for sure.
Why is that?
Okay, I don't want to get like into the whole what airsoft has become these days with all the
No. Seriously, lay it out there. Throw it out.
You got it.
We'll rile up the chat. We'll talk about it. Let's do it.
All right. I have not had fun playing airsoft in a while, just because every time I go, there's always fights over something. It just drives me crazy when like people are. It's supposed to be a game. I remember when I first started, it was never like this. People would go have fun and no differences. They're just there to have fun. Now it's so like. I'm not going to go into, we will. Milson versus Speedsoft, okay?
We're already there.
Milson versus Speedsoft, it's the stupidest thing ever. People just make such big deals about everything. Like, I see people playing, they're getting shot at, and they intentionally will bring up a Milson versus Speedsoft point, even if they just got hit normally because the guy has an HP rifle or whatever it is. It's just, it wasn't fun for me. I don't like watching people fight when it's supposed to be a game.
Would you, in your opinion, is it your local community that has gotten kind of in the toxic for you, or is it this reflective of the greater sport, you think?
I think it's a greater sport because I have social media and I see it everywhere. It's just sad that it became like this.
to show you the kind of fun that Yitz enjoys. So I'm watching a clip of his gun cam. He's at Strike Force South, right, indoors, and pops out, and somebody's shooting him from down a long hall. So guess what? He like goes. I'm pretty sure it was you. It was on your channel, unless it was somebody else.
A YouTube channel?
No, Instagram TV.
Instagram TV?
Or you uploaded a video.
Was this recent? Was it with the Nerf gun?
Yes, it was with the Nerf gun.
You read descriptions. This random guy, Kev. Read the description. He asked me to upload it.
It's the internet. We don't read descriptions.
Wait, hold on. I got to turn this around. You're such a millennial. You don't read descriptions.
I know, right?
See, because he hit me with that last week on.
Because it had your watermark on it.
No, it didn't. It had his watermark on it.
No, it had your watermark on it. Anyway, runs around and comes up behind the guy, and he's like, taps the dude on the shoulder, and like, hey, where's it coming from? The kid turns around, and then he shoots him in the face with a little Nerf dart gun. You're hit.
Amazing. That was amazing. That's why I uploaded it. It was like, that made my day when I saw it.
I mean, that's the kind of fun we should be having.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what it's all about.
Well, I think what's funny is about the Milsim Speedsoft thing is that I hear some of that, but I have really not run into any of it at like my local fields here in Colorado. I mean, we don't have a ton of local fields, unfortunately, but I mean, it seems to be that where I'm hearing it from is places that have a bigger community that has started to divide up. Because like right now in our community, it's not very big. Like here down in the Springs, you got like the hardcores that show up to everything and a couple casuals they bring with them. Up in Denver, there's kind of a pretty solid hardcore scene, and then there is a bunch of casuals who are like once a month players at Flat Acres and Go Airheads. And so we don't have enough of the regular players that have their own home fields that want to beef with other home fields like we do in other places. So we don't have any place else to play. So if we ruin where we are, we're done playing airsoft. That's why I think it hasn't developed here. But are you guys dealing with it? Do you think where you're, at least in your area, it comes from a lot of people fighting for the same space to play different styles of game, or is it maybe people causing trouble from this field's loyalists to this field's loyalists? Where do you think that's coming from?
I honestly think a big portion of it comes from toxic fields being run not in good ways with people. Like just not. Yeah, there's one near me that I don't really want to mention it.
Well, we're not gonna name names.
Exactly. So it's not, they don't run it well, and that contribute. The refs aren't running well, and the refs don't run it well. So that kind of like, if people can do whatever they want, then it just gets stupid.
So I mean, honestly, like it all comes from how the games are run is really where it all gets started. Because if you're setting the tone as a management, I guess would be where it needs, where you'd say it's probably coming from for the most.
It's turning more into a daycare than a recreational facility.
Yes, adult day, or even an adult daycare. You run into sometimes. Well, you got the over 40 crowd that seems to think that they shouldn't get hit and never have to leave the back line of all that other stuff.
And we're not trying to paint a bad light. Ted Colligrove says, "What's up, Yitz?"
What's up, Ted?
For the most part, fields find their own niche.
Yeah.
They find their own gimmick. They find their own thing. They do things differently based on whether they're outdoor or indoor. It's a lot of it, I think, is the local player fan base of these fields. They want their field to be better, and they just start talking.
And they get negative because they can't actually contribute to making their field better, but the only thing they can contribute to is making
another field look bad.
I get where you're coming from. So it's kind of like misplaced, like territorial pride kind of thing is how it all gets started.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like, the Capulets and the...
So here's a question. Have you done national events yet, or you've been strictly mostly a local player?
Not yet.
So what I'd like to offer to you as a counterpoint, maybe a way to rekindle your love of being behind the sights, so to say, is the national player community is really different from your local players. And it has toxicity just like anything else. But
it's just like any hobby, whether it's cosplay or figurine collection or whatever.
I've found that when I get slow in airsoft, I switch it up. So I was really, when I first started, I was with a team. I was traveling. I was into practicing all the time with the same group of guys. I wanted to see the same faces. We almost never went to local fields. And I started to fall out of love with airsoft. Like, I genuinely was like, this is becoming work and it's a slog, and why am I doing this if I'm not just enjoying myself? And the way I got my joy of playing back was to take it much less seriously, go down to get back in my local scene, get back into shooting at guys in banana costumes and stuff like that, and just having silliness. And so what I always like to suggest to people is, if you're having trouble, you know, everybody runs into a slow point in their airsoft career. Can we say airsoft career? Is that dirty to say?
Oh my God.
Can I say that? Or your time in the hobby. I always suggest just kick yourself in the butt a little bit. Like, you know, just put yourself outside your comfort
Change your
zone.
landscape.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Change your landscape.
Do a road trip, you know?
Oh.
So-
Yeah. Do you have any road trips planned anytime soon?
Apparently, yeah. I'm going to Stonebreaker. Is that what
Oh,
it
that's
is?
did he get volunteered for Stonebreaker instead of Sky?
He got voluntold for.
That's what happened.
Yes, we're making Yitz
So-
from Planet Airsoft go to Stonebreaker.
Oh, so he's actually gonna lose his V card at Stonebreaker, is he?
Yep.
He's gonna become one of the big boys of airsoft.
He
apparently.
is. He is.
I'm so proud. Our boys all grown up. Our boys all grown up.
No,
So-
and there is truth about changing your landscape. You know, and sometimes it's hard. Like, sometimes you don't have the time off to travel or whatnot. But it is, if you feel like some part of the hobby is getting toxic, you know, just change your landscape. Where is your favorite place to play, Yitz?
I got you. I had this prepared. Zulu 24 for outdoors, and Strike Force South, even though it's really far, for indoors, because it's a great place. There's great people there.
I keep hearing Strike Force South
Yeah.
from everybody in the Northeast area. Like, that's the one
It's a
thing.
great-
That's the
you're
one
running
name I
really
keep
well.
hearing over and over and over again. If you're near the coast, everybody talks about it's worth the drive to go down to Strike Force.
Oh,
so
yes.
is it that good?
Service,
Tell me about it.
Service plays there all the time.
Well, yeah, that's when I first started hearing it. They talked it up like it was, you know, like a holy grail. Like I said, like, you know, hey, we've seen all these great fields lately, and they're like, no, we don't need to travel to see awesome fields. So, I mean, talk us through it real quick.
Okay. It's one of the few places in the area that doesn't actually have the 10-foot rule, like the Bing Bing rule.
Oh,
which
so
is nice.
is minimum engagement distance a big thing in your area?
It's horrible because we have small fields. So when you have a small field and you have a 10-foot minimum engagement distance rule, what are you supposed to do? Bing someone halfway across the field? It just doesn't really work out.
I can see that.
Causes
gets
a lot of
frustrating.
fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there they have the option to either shoot the guy, or you can bing him and he can shoot you back if he wants, or surrender. That confuses me, but
bang bang is an option.
yes.
You can choose if Chris comes up to me and I go bang bang, I go, and I actually shoot him. Nope.
I
He
refuse.
doesn't have to take it.
I
But you
refuse
can
to bang
shoot him
bang
first.
anymore. I won't bang bang. I've surprised too many teenagers around a corner, and they jerk the gun up and squeeze the trigger on full auto, and I end up with like
What?
5 rounds in my neck when I
Oh,
try to bang bang them. I'm like kind of a big guy, but I'm pretty quiet when I move around, and so like I'm that big guy who moves quietly, and when I come around the corner, you don't realize I'm there. So like, if you're like a 12-year-old and
You kind of surprise people.
I'm a big boy, so like, you know, it's a little scary when I suddenly appear out of the darkness around the corner. So instead of like reacting how they should, I tried to give everybody the benefit of the doubt for the longest time playing indoors. Now I just shoot everybody unmercifully because I don't want to
Yeah.
catch that full auto burst to the neck or the thigh or the fat of my love handles or something like that, you know?
So we have some folks in the chat. Primer Productions, Ted Colligrove has joined us. He's like, totally loves your attitude about playing airsoft. It's one of the reasons why he just wears meme loadouts now. He doesn't want to take himself seriously either.
Ooh, that would be a fun contest, the meme
Yeah.
loadout contest.
Oh, dude,
Who's got the goofiest loadout?
Ted's. I mean,
Does he have
like,
us beat? Is he
dude,
just going to beat off that?
he's taken Hawaiian tactical to a new level. Like, literally.
Like plate carriers in
Yeah,
Hawaii?
plate carriers and like Hawaiian fabric.
Ted, send me some information. I might have to get to know you. I might have to place an order, dude.
Yeah,
That sounds fun.
Woodcock says your attitude toward things really feeds your perspective on the outcome. That's deep.
That's true though.
That's deep.
Let's just have a moment to let that sink in real quick. Okay.
Like, man, we just keep talking about Bang Bang. You think about Bang Bang Shrimp at that Asian sushi place from Vegas.
Was it?
Raw. R.A.
Was it Bang?
They had Bang Bang Shrimp.
Did they have Bang Bang Shrimp? I
It
couldn't
was so good.
remember.
You had the
I had this poke
Poke
salad,
bowl, that's what
poke
you did.
bowl that was. It was just on the edge of not being spicy enough. If they'd kicked it up just a little bit, it would have been about the perfect meal.
Ted says he has some new stuff up tonight.
Does he? Ooh.
I'm gonna have to find it now.
Ooh, we'll find it. Okay, well, hold on. Where are we in this?
So now you say you play both outdoor and indoor,
Yeah.
but what's your like preferred style of playing airsoft?
I like always being in the action. I get bored otherwise, so definitely indoor. That's why I like Strike Force. It's really small and south. It's really small and they set it up well, so it doesn't feel that small. And you're always in the action. It's like you're never just walking around looking for people.
Nice. Are you finding the new content as we speak?
Oh,
wow, you're getting into that.
I'm finding this content. I want to see what this content.
So
is.
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room here. We're gonna shift from airsoft real quick. Instagram. You, my friend, have accumulated quite the fake people collection on the internet.
Oh yeah, fake
Like
people.
30,000 of them. Are they real
Yeah.
people, or did you spend some money on some bots?
I used to have 39 actually,
Wow.
and it's all organic. Thank you though.
So
I worked hard for that, but then I kind of like stopped using my page, so it's all going away now. It's all dead.
So, I mean, was this is an organic growth thing? So you weren't intending to grow it, you weren't targeting things, you just were kind of posting and seeing where it went, right?
I think honestly I'm gonna give myself credit here. I learned the old algorithm pretty well. I learned how to grow and how to really get yourself out there, and that was mostly features. That's the easiest way to get your page out there. I got featured by a lot of big pages in the beginning, and that really make my
Well, you must be a
made my
pretty
page take off.
fun.
Any growth I ever had. What's up?
You must be a pretty fun dude if if they want to go share your pages and stuff.
What?
Exactly. do you not understand the words coming out of my mouth?
So
I got featured by Evic once, even though they didn't give me credit. That was my big moment in life.
Really?
Evic.
To give the wrong person credit, I had every one of my followers message them, and they obviously didn't see a single one of them. That was depressing, but it was cool because it's my picture.
So, I mean, is there plans for the future with this, or are you just kind of keeping this in your back pocket in case you need it? Because, that's a big number. That's enough to get some bucks if you want to have some Tampax in the back of your pictures and stuff like that, I don't know who advertises on Instagram, but
I have plans, actually.
Okay.
Sky and I are planning on starting my page up again, including YouTube. We're going to work on trying to get the content fresh stuff, so stuff right when they come out, and he has access to that because he owns a store. So that's the goal right now. I'm trying to get some new content, and so hopefully restart my pages.
Yes. Sky
That
is
seems
building a new studio in the new store.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's the thing everybody's doing now. They got a studio in the back of their store, the back of their warehouse.
Yeah. Well, they're realizing how important it is. And Ted, he's like, sorry, it's new content's not up yet. Yeah, I was looking, and the last thing he posted was Merry Christmas.
I don't know what the hell
Ted.
I don't know what Ted posted in the chat, but I'm pretty sure it's a computer virus. I don't know what all these numbers mean, but I'm sure the Matrix is about to take over. That's not a real link. That goes on for days. That's
I don't want
ridiculous.
to click that.
I'm not clicking that. That's dangerous. That has all the warning signs of a Nigerian hacker right there. I will not help get your money out of tax. Help me get my money out of tax probate. I need to pay the tax bill, and then I'll pay
Oh
you.
my
Is
gosh.
that the Nigerian prince scam or something?
So, yes, did you kind of teach yourself how to do stuff, or did you take some classes, or did you just learn from watching other people? How did you start getting better at content creation?
So it was in the beginning. It was all I was just learning how to use everything myself. I used a lot of YouTube. YouTube is great for learning stuff these days. I took some classes a few years ago, way later, just in not even product related stuff, just in lighting and stuff. But it was pretty much all YouTube and just figuring stuff out.
What's your what platform do you use? What camera?
Sony A7 III.
Is there is the Sony Canon thing like a Ford Chevy brake?
I don't know.
No, because Sony is far superior to Canon in every way.
Ooh, so it is like Ford
Yeah,
Chevy.
yeah. I can go there.
It just
because it's
depends on
true.
who you ask. If I asked,
Okay,
if I asked
Ted.
a Canon
What's
guy,
Ted's always carrying two
I
cameras.
uses Olympus. He doesn't count. He's a whole different level. He worked for them.
Olympus is like those weird Mopar guys, I guess, that like no one really understands or likes. I unplugged.
You just pulled out.
Oh, no,
can't hear him now.
Hold on.
You just flail too much.
I don't mean to. I blame our interns. They don't lay my cables properly, so I can't. I can't do. I don't know what this is. Someone tell me what it means when you do this word. There's a word for it when you gesticulate. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ted's like, ooh, them fighting words. So we're gonna keep going. Which content creators, hint hint, do you follow the most, Yitz?
On Instagram, like Airsoft?
On any social media platform.
Yeah, who do you like what they're doing?
Okay. I watch a lot of Random Guy Kev, honestly, because he's doing great stuff for the community, and that makes me happy.
Random Guy Kev is what he said. If you didn't understand it.
Does he have a YouTube channel?
He does.
It's
Random Guy Kev.
I'm teasing. That was a joke.
Okay.
I was kidding.
I used to watch Not Rich, but I got bored of that. What do I watch? I don't really watch so many. It's mostly Instagram. I don't really watch so much YouTube anymore. I got bored of the whole
Is YouTube
like.
not cool anymore? Is that what we're hearing?
Yeah.
Because you're like what, about 10, 15 years younger than both of us. So like you could tell us if we're using the old platform.
No, it's not old. It's just that the videos became very repetitive for me. I got kind of bored of the whole scene.
I can see that. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like to be fair, there's kind of a formula for most airsoft videos.
Well, what's funny is like Navrich blew up. Like his stuff, I didn't see his stuff on airsoft channels. I was seeing all his stuff being shared like on the firearm blog and all these other firearm, because all these firearm channels were like, holy smokes, this kid's hitting like a dude with a BB like super far away. You know, it was weird. I was seeing his stuff on firearms channels before I even knew he was airsoft.
Speaking of Navrich, this is I actually saw a kid. I was playing on Saturday up at Flat Acres, and there was a kid that was probably 9 years old or something like that, 8, and he had an SSG 24, and like the buttstock was as tall as him. Like I don't know how this kid pulled it back or aimed it, but like it was it was like here was him, and then like here was the gun, like hauling it around the field. It was ridiculous. And the best part is he had like a 24 power optic on the top of it. Like I was impressed. This little dude was like, he was there for all day, the long haul, with like 50 pounds of sniper rifle everywhere he went.
So, do you have any other passions other than like hobbies other than airsoft?
Yeah. Okay. Sneakers. I'm gonna throw that out there. I like shoes. That's my new passion.
Oh, you're a sneakerhead, aren't you?
Okay.
Yeah,
So, I mean, what's the proper vernacular? Sneakers, tennis shoes, running shoes.
That's what they're called, sneakerheads. That's what they're
Sneakerheads. Yeah, you got it.
You are a sneakerhead. So define a
guess so.
sneakerhead.
I feel about sneakers like you feel about airsoft guns.
No, you can't make that assumption.
Let me
No, you would have to say.
He feels about sneakers the way you feel about Star Wars baubles.
See,
Fine.
there we go.
So the way
Or just Star Wars in general.
Yeah, the best way to explain this to Kaiju would be he has dress sneakers, he has going out sneakers, and then he has sneakers that don't come out of the box. Does that make sense?
No, I wear everything.
Oh, do you actually wear them?
Really?
I wear everything. I don't do
Blasphemy.
that.
Blasphemy.
So
No.
you actually wear all your sneakers, like
Everything. I will not buy something if I'm not going to wear it. It doesn't make sense to me. They're meant to be worn. They're shoes.
You don't have like investment pieces or anything like that?
All right,
Like, I thought
this
that
is
was part
reminding
the
me of
culture.
like a Friends episode because
Okay.
Monica has different categories of towels.
Yep.
How many different categories of sneakers do you have? I want to know. Our viewers want to know.
Let me think. Like two. Two. That's it.
What? And what are those two?
They're like, well, shoes aren't sneakers, right? Like dress shoes don't really count, so I'm not going to count that.
Wait, I thought
They're
you
not
don't have
sneakers.
dress sneakers? Like you don't have you don't have the Jordan Air Force Ones that are for weddings and funerals?
Or like the
That's
all
not a
black.
thing.
No, like all black sneakers.
I do have all black sneakers because I refuse to wear dress shoes, so this is my new thing. I'll wear those, but I guess that counts. Yeah.
Do
So
they
3
slip?
categories then.
Do they slip under the radar? Does anybody notice that you're wearing black sneakers, or do just people assume it's black dress shoes unless you point it out?
Well, I don't really like fancy situations, so I don't put myself into those. But I don't know. I've never really like. I went on a date to a nice place in them. How about that? And I don't think anyone called me out on it. So that's something.
What the culture around the sneakerhead culture? Is it like airsoft? Is it like a convention thing? Do you guys have message boards, or did you just happen to fall into a group of people who like shoes more than other stuff?
So there's like Comic Con and then Airsoft Con ripped them off. There's Sneaker Con too.
Who sponsors SneakerCon? Is it Nike, Reebok?
It's bigger than Airsoft Con.
I know for a fact it's bigger than Airsoft Con.
Yeah.
Airsoft Con's cool, but it's still just a parking lot. Let's be fair about that.
I mean, so do actual, like at SneakerCon, do actual like manufacturers like set up booths and promote their wares, or is it something different?
So they have a lot of them. They have a lot of different versions of them. I've never been to any yet. It's on my to-do list, but what it usually is, it's like they have like real like famous people there, like celebrities or whatever, because a lot of celebrities are into sneakers. And then they'll have like a lot of the designers there that make these crazy expensive sneakers.
No,
and then
so it's like a con anywhere else. There's like panels, and you got a room where you can see all the prototype, new stuff coming out, and then you probably have another room where you see all the customized stuff where they have a competition.
Yeah.
Here's
Here's a question.
like that stuff, right?
Do sneakerheads shame other sneakerheads like airsofters shame airsofters for their gear?
Ooh, what's the most uncool sneakers you can have? That'd be actually the follow-up question to that.
Oh, I got you. Look this up. Fila Disruptors. That
Fila
is
Disruptors.
a no in the sneaker community. Yeah, a lot of like the girls wear into these days.
Why?
They look like robot shoes.
Oh.
Nobody.
Those are
very hated
hideous.
on.
Those are hideous.
And a lot of people wear them
Disruptor
now.
too.
So,
Big.
is it a bad thing if you wore a pair of sneakers that like had a hole in it?
Those are the first ones. Those are really ugly.
Bad to who?
They're like moon boots.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those are hideous.
Boots.
Oh, they're
horrible.
hideous. Sorry,
Yeah.
I can't get over how ugly these shoes are. You're right. These are the ugliest shoes I've ever seen.
They sell. A lot of people wear them somehow.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's like a woman thing. My sister has them. I'm embarrassed to say that, but she has them.
So do you wear your sneakers every day, or do you rotate them?
I rotate. I have enough that I can do that. I have a lot.
So do you have like a Monday sneaker and a Tuesday sneaker,
No.
or is it more of like how you feel that day?
Yeah, it's my mood completely.
Really? Now, would you say there's a common theme among your sneakers, or they're just different?
Yeah, everyone hates on me for that. I have like pretty much 90% of my collection is, if you look up Jordan 1, that's most of my collection. I just like that style.
Really?
So when we say
I have a
collection, what are we talking
bunch
about
of-
here? Are we talking like a walk-in closet, a garage, a storage
Not
unit?
yet.
What are we talking here?
I only got into this like 6 months ago. I'm still new.
Oh, okay.
I have like,
Oh, okay.
at my peak, I had like 30 pairs, but then I decided to go quality over quantity. So now I'm down to like 15, 20 probably.
So I have to admit, I'm a little bit of a ringer when it comes to this topic, because my cousin actually owns C's Shoes, which does custom painted stuff in the sneakerhead world. So I actually have more than a working knowledge of this. I've been faking
You
it a
get
little bit.
discounts? Is that what this is about?
I can put a call in, but I think what he does actually is they take like already like rare, expensive stuff, and then they like do custom paint jobs on them.
No.
So yeah, like I think it would be blasphemy for you, because these are stuff you put in a glass case on like your mantle. It's not like it's like a wear to the Oscars, not wear to the mall kind of setup.
do they still make Jordan ones?
Yeah, of course. They release like tons of them. They release like 15, 20 styles every year. It's too much, but whatever. They do it anyway because they can.
Are there rare or limited run Jordan ones?
Yeah, Travis Scott Jordan 1s retail for like $1,500 to $2,000 right now. And the off-white Jordan ones are like $4,000.
I mean, if you buy a pair that's that expensive, do you wear it?
No.
Yes.
Well, no, not unless
He says yes.
I wouldn't put wear on. That's like an investment piece if you spend that much money on it, man.
You guys follow basketball at all?
Not really. I mean, I know about the game of basketball. I know there's there's teams and stuff, but I don't know who's good right now.
I don't
years.
follow like regular NBA basketball, but I do find like documentaries or pieces on like street ball very, very interesting, because when you talk to the players, it's very much about the shoe than anything else.
I don't understand it personally, because like if I was gonna there's about one pair of shoes I'd spend $1,500 on, and that's if Adidas, if you guys are listening, brings back the original shell toes. I just love them. Like
Dude,
the
I'm
original one.
all
I'd pay $1,500
Skechers,
for
buy
that.
one, get one 50% off, like
Sheltos.
every 3 to 4 months.
Adidas. In fact, I got a little Adidas action on right now. I always rock the Adidas. It's always about the
I thought it was
stripes.
Adidas.
No,
Ooh.
it's all day long I dream of soccer.
I really thought it's Adidas.
No, it's Adidas.
Are you sure?
Have you never heard that Korn song?
I think it's Adidas.
Yeah.
They're in California, but it's foreign. Adidas.
Is it foreign? Were they in California? I don't know.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know anything about the company. Like, I fell in love with Sheltos because who was the original rocker of the Sheltos? You might know this. Yitzy.
I don't like Adidas, so no, sorry.
You really don't know the people who introduced the Run DMC, man. Like, they made the shell toe cool in the 80s, dude. That's where it was at. Am I dating
don't like
myself
the
right
80s.
now?
Dude, Turk is dating himself in the chat. He says, I just keep thinking of the Don't Be a Menace scene where Marlon Wayans
With the
is
pink
trying,
bunny slippers,
is
the
trying
Uzi
to
in his
decide
underwear. Yep.
to wear with the Uzi.
With his,
The
what should go
pink
with the
bunny slippers.
Uzi? Do you think maybe the rocket launcher or this?
I know. Oh, and they're actually. Doug Smith asks, since you're a sneaker guy, have you gotten a pair of those airsoft kicks from Rudiment Arms?
That's right. Turk has
Milsim
designed
kicks.
some Milsim
He's
specific
got some
sneakers. Have you
Milsim
heard about
kicks.
this?
Real?
Yeah, like crossover. They're like, I guess the way to describe them is they kind of look like Chuck Taylors with a Velcro part on the top, and they're in like M81.
Turk, are you going to be at
Where's that?
Stonebreaker? Are you going to be at Stonebreaker, Turk?
Turk's always at TCA, I thought.
Well, he was at Mississippi. Turk
Okay.
was at Mississippi.
Well, if he's there, so he'll be wearing them.
Turk, put it in the chat. Are you going to be at Stonebreaker?
And if not,
What size shoe do you wear?
put us a link in
Yes.
there, and
12.
we'll give you the link.
You
to
wear
this.
12?
Well,
Wow.
depends. Yeah, I have wide feet, so I have to go bigger size.
So-
Usually a 12.
So you
Nike.
usually wear a 12 Nike. Well, Nike. Wait a minute. Okay,
Nike runs small.
Nike runs narrow,
Yeah.
but you wear a 12.
Yes.
Because I can't wear Nikes because it puts too much pressure over the bridge of my foot. Because I have a wide foot.
I
You
wear
have to go
Adidas,
up
I don't know
inside.
about
and it
Nikes.
works out.
Yeah, but then it looks like I got planks on my feet.
How's it going, Richie boy? The deep gully has joined us finally. How's it going, buddy? So,
Doug Smith, this Tech 9 with the high tops or this Uzi with the low tops? James
Do you know what I
Hurst is
haven't
like, love
seen
that
it?
movie.
oh, has anybody made a Tech 9 in Airsoft? I mean, there's the Gap from Echo 1, but that's not
That wa-
really. That's kind of a Tech 9.
That it was quoted to be based off of the Tech 9.
But I would actually.
Well,
like
no,
to-
then there's the RWA.
it's like close
Red Wolf made one is the Tech 9.
because I think
Yeah.
it'd be cool to have like a Tech 9 with a DSG build in it. So like it just dumps the magazine like right off the bat like a real
Well,
Tech 9.
you can't because the gearbox it's like
Oh, is it like one of those goofy ones?
yeah it's
Okay.
Like a TVD.
it's more like it's closer to like a
249. Like
yeah
you said.
it's like really shallow.
Oh, okay.
It's really shallow.
So
In order
no,
to
you
get it
couldn't
work.
do something like that.
No.
Okay. But yeah, Tech 9s are cool because if you grew up in the 80s, like everybody in Congress was convincing you
Yeah.
that gangbangers with Tech 9s were coming to kill everybody in the suburbs, so they were on like everybody's TV.
Lucky Branch says the Milsim kicks are like a cross between old school Air Force Ones and Chuck Taylors.
Oh, I was halfway there. I said Chuck Taylor.
You
did.
I said
You did.
Chucks. Yeah, I was halfway there.
You did.
No, they look good. I
I'll
just
look them up after.
don't want to.
honestly.
I just would be afraid of destroying them if I won.
Turk, put a link to your Milsim kicks in
Put a
the
link
in
so
the chat.
we can promote them. Give you all the exposure bucks.
So, man, I'm trying to relate, my positivity or my enthusiasm for Star Wars with his enthusiasm, for sneakers. Because sneakers is very fun. Like Star Wars is all like, it could be anything. It could be costumes, it could be figurines, it could be paintings, but like sneakers is sneakers.
Okay, so let me.
more.
I can help you out with this. It's really easy.
Okay.
It's like in the same way that I'm into cars, right? Like you don't really kind of get how I see something weird drive by, and it's all about details. So Star Wars is a category, and there's many ways to express yourself within the category. There's cosplay, there's video games, there's movies, there's board games, there's all the or there's just
So what
arguing
are
about
some
it.
categories of sneakers?
So yeah, just think of it as a medium that then anything can be put upon. That's kind of like the idea to think about. So like, what would be? Sorry,
What's your like? Do you have a favorite colors or favorite material or what?
There's also outfits though. That's like a big part of sneaker culture too. It's the
Streetwear.
clothing.
Streetwear.
Yeah, streetwear.
Streetwear.
Because it's got a contrast, right? It's not like blending in. It's like you want your sneakers to stand out from.
I'll let you handle this.
color.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you handle this one. I'll explain it.
That's right. Because you like wearing a pink mesh
like
mask.
Yes.
So are your sneakers pink?
I have I have some actually. Not neon though. It's more like a I don't know, a pale pink, I guess.
So it's like a swag thing, I guess, if I'm using the proper term. If you can start from like the bottom and you build your daily outfit up from the sneakers, is that kind of the idea?
Yeah, kind of is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like James Hurst. He says, "Yeah, but why? I'm not staring at people's shoes. Just don't get the whole shoe thing."
Well, you don't have to, because you're not into
Yeah, I don't get the whole service thing. Sorry.
it. Isn't that kind of the lesson of the show right here? Is that like you don't have to get it, you just have to say that's cool.
But do a lot of people are they judgy about your shoe? I mean, how do you like when you're walking down the street? How do you know
Is there like a secret
you're
handshake?
encountering another sneakerhead?
Is there a handshake? Do you
Is
have
there
a secret
handshake?
Do you have a card you
Oh
flash
no,
at each other?
it's like a secret toe shake.
Do you tap toes together when you walk by? Like, what is it?
In my area, it doesn't really count because there are none. Because I live in like is the word suburbs? I think that's the word.
Yeah.
But when I go to Jersey or more busy areas, there's a lot of them there.
So you would say sneakerheads are more urban, more city, big city
Or
related.
city
and
for
we're
sure. In
using
my area,
that-
it's literally just me. I've never met anyone that. I mean, someone stopped his car. It was weird but kind of cool to like compliment my sneakers. I don't know how he saw them while he was driving. I don't know how he was looking at my shoes while he was driving. But that was the only time in my area anyone's ever like noticed.
See,
I do it for me.
I totally get that because my wife always jokes that I drive a pretty nice truck, and she always jokes that it's really good for picking up dudes because like guys will
Exactly.
like people
Giving
will
us sneakers.
other guys who are truck guys will see my truck and they'll notice like whatever some little custom thing I did here, or I tucked the bumper, or I trimmed a fender differently, and they'll want to come over and talk about it. It's the same thing for sneaker guys. Like like you wouldn't notice that he's wearing like a custom special edition 98 Air Force Ones with the tongue that came in a different color and they were a non-pump and you had the air cycles
that's
in
what
them.
I'm
You know what I mean?
curious
Like,
about. What
but
are some,
someone will spot that.
what makes sneakers valuable on the secondary market? I mean, hype?
For sure, 100%.
Really?
It's all
It's
market
all
value.
perceived value.
Do you want an example? I got a good one.
Oh yeah,
let's see an example of
I
this.
want to see some sneaks. Show me some
We
kicks.
haven't talked about airsoft
I
for a
got
while.
you. I
This is
came
great.
prepared for this. You see this? You see this price tag right here? I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. I'll tell you how much it says if you can't see.
That's $130 for a pair
Okay.
of sneakers. That's
That's for this, right? This is how much if you got them for retail when they came out and you were actually lucky enough to get it for retail. That's how much it would have cost. So right now, $800 easy for the
Wait,
unpopular.
bring that back. Bring that back. You're not showing it
back.
enough. I want to see.
Yeah.
So when it first came out, it was $130.
Lift it up a little higher because you're in your graphics. So like lift it up a little, no, higher, higher.
Little.
There you go.
There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah,
There
yeah.
we go.
You don't have to
so
duck your head. You're
now
fine.
on the secondary market, they're running for $800.
At the lower end.
No, see,
Yeah.
Why?
Well, hold on. Before you
Explain.
go,
It's hype.
this
Go ahead.
isn't my cup of tea. Like I wouldn't, but I have to say I like those. Those are
Thank
that's a
you.
nice,
I like them too.
clean, slick
So
shoe.
it's the style.
It's the hype. It's the fact that that's off-white, which is... You heard of Louis Vuitton? Probably.
Yeah.
So the lead designer of Louis Vuitton owns a brand called Off-White, which is like a streetwear brand. They collaborated with Nike on this sneaker. You can see it says like Off-White there. And they released it in a limited amount. And people went crazy. So they're now worth like way more than they should be.
Because typically Nike is a bright true white.
Yep.
Is that right? Or
What do you mean?
I don't know. You're saying off white. I mean,
Off-White's
do you
the
mean
name
like
of the company.
What's the
Pantone?
name of
No,
the brand?
Off-White's the
Oh,
name of
okay.
the company that
Gotcha.
they collaborated with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the best way to kind of translate this into other realms of nerddom would be, it's like they're doing a new Star Wars series, but it's a crossover because two guys that happen to be like that played a role in Star Trek are going to be in it, and the writer is actually the writer from one of the original the Ewok series from the '80s, and like everybody gets excited about it, and so there's all this like perceived value before it happens. I don't know.
think
It's
so.
episode
James Hurst is like, are they Velcro shoes?
Yes, they're
wish.
Velcro. Aren't they Velcro?
Really?
I saw Velcro
Is
strap.
Velcro shoes like highly sought upon in sneakerhead world?
What do you mean by Velcro? like Velcro closure instead of laces.
Yeah.
I have a pair of those, but usually not.
Oh, okay.
Because last time I heard, like, actually one of the most sought after shoes is they did a special edition Reebok did when Back to the Future 3 came out, or 2, where they had the shoes from the movie.
The futuristic ones.
Yeah, and like they did
light up ones.
Yeah, they did a special run of them. They only did like 10,000 or something, and everybody wanted them for a while. I was reading about that.
It was like 50 grand.
Are they really?
Air Mags, the rare ones are like, if we're talking about the same thing, they're like 50 grand, but they're Nike, not Reebok. So
they're the Back to the Future shoes. They're like, remember they had in Back to the Future 2, he had like the cool jacket and all the high tech clothing that he wore that like dried itself and stuff. Well, they actually came out. It was either Reebok or Nike with the shoe he wore in that.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was like and
all that. And they light up.
Yeah, and it was they did like, and they only made like 4,000 of them, and no one collected shoes at the time, so it's one of those like where like when no one's collecting it, everything gets valuable real quick because no one saves anything.
Ted says it's like those multicam black Vans that were $165 when they came out, and now they're like over $400.
Exactly, same thing.
Wait, there were multicam black Vans?
Those are nice. I saw those.
Oh, I gotta look over here.
Are you winking in? It's weird when he kisses at me like that. I don't really know.
It's not at you. Shutty.
I don't know.
So okay.
I don't know how to. It's flattering, but I don't know what to do with it.
Do you know who Dominic Ciambroni is?
Me?
Yes.
No.
The shoe surgeon.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, that's the guy on YouTube who like restores shoes, isn't it?
No. That's the shoe doctor.
Oh, okay.
The shoe surgeon will actually, when you go to his place, he actually interviews you, find out what you like, your background. I mean, he's like interviewing you like a CIA agent. It's pretty interesting the things he picks up on, and he creates a custom shoe for you based off what you tell him. And I mean, if you could have the shoe surgeon create a pair of custom shoes for you, Yitz, what would they look like?
All right, I'm gonna take my bathroom break now. It's gonna be a while, so I'll see you in a couple minutes.
What would they look like, Yitz?
That's a good question. It would definitely be a Jordan 1 platform because that's what I wear all the time. And I mean, isn't it his job to figure out what I would like? Isn't that what he does the interview?
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
I had to pick.
Yeah, I mean, when you're wearing your sneaks, what are you trying to say? No matter what pair you pick in the day, why do you pick a particular pair to wear that day?
I really wear what makes me happy. I don't wear it for other people. So like, if I wear it for other people, there'd be no point because no one in my area appreciates it anyway. I do it for me, so I do it. I don't know, like I do it on feeling.
Is there a pair of Jordan 1s that are pink on the market?
Yeah, I have one. Should I get it? I can show you. It's like across the room.
Yeah, go.
Let's see some pink shoes. I'll look at some pink shoes.
I want to see some.
How high's the heel on those pink shoes? Is it stiletto?
Why does it have to be? Why does it have to have heels?
I don't know. I'm making a joke here, like, because it's what I do. Like,
I didn't think sneakers had heels.
Every shoe has a heel. It's just if it's a high heel or not. There's a heel on the shoe, and there's a shank.
Do sneakers have high heels? Are there?
They have a heel, but they're not a high heel. Well, actually, there are those sneakers now that you can pretend you're not wearing high heels, and they just look like high tops that women can have high heels on, so no one knows.
I got two for you guys.
All right, let's see them.
This is just pink laces. This is another one of the hype things. It's Travis Scott. If you ever heard of him, he's a rapper. If not, whatever.
So wait. Presentation. It's all about doing it slower.
Right, I'll do it
instead of
okay. Before you fly this in here, I'm going to correct you right back for that 180 seconds thing because Travis Scott is a vocalist. I think is what he calls himself, not a rapper at this point.
Sorry,
he's singing music now.
All right, so let's see the shoe. Don't flip it around so much. I mean, like, you got to build the hype, right? You got to build the buzz. It's like
give me like a beat. Give me a beat.
Give you a beat.
Welcome to the dance.
Wait, now that Nike symbol is reversed.
That's his thing.
I could be a DJ.
So that that's the correct orientation.
Yeah, all of his what's it called? Like
it's a reverse swoop. It's unswooping. Swoosh.
Now, did it come with those pink laces, or did you add those pink laces?
And with them.
Nice. Is it faux pas? Whoa, what was that?
Bring that back.
I forgot to do the presentation part.
Oh yeah, hold on.
This is my pink one.
Wait, no. If the beat stops, you have to stop. That's how this works.
Okay.
You're bad at this. Just put it up there. Put it up there.
So those are Jordan 1s.
Yeah, they're both Jordan ones. There's just a high one. The other one's a low.
Oh, so you can have a high top version and
Well,
a low top version.
because basically, like,
Yeah,
they've been remaking the Jordans from like 1989. That's what he means when he says Air Force Ones, like the original Jordans. You remember? From,
Yeah,
like,
it's all
the-
retros.
when I was a kid,
royalties
and you
Michael
were-
must be getting must be insane.
Well, yeah. I mean, have you seen how bad he is at betting at golf? Like, he needs all that money.
Oh,
Dude, oh my god.
Yeah, he's
They're
terrible at
doing
golf.
really well.
But yeah, they keep remaking that same shoe. Like they made that shoe. It was like it's like the holy grail of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then like about 5 or 10 years ago, they realized they could just keep remaking it with a different style. So they've been releasing Air Force Ones for the last 10 years, like 5 times a year now, in like different patterns and collaborations.
Is he involved in the design process? Do you think of that, or they just use his
I
name?
don't think so. No.
They just license his name.
No.
He just makes the money.
Because because half of the time they're like always designed by someone outside of Nike now. Like that's the new thing. At least I've been noticing. Where like it's all about like your platform, and then someone else puts like their spin on it. I mean, I don't exactly understand the details, but that's what it looks like from the outside. Did I get that right?
They have collabs. That's what this one is. That's Travis Scott people designed this, or maybe I doubt he actually designed it himself, but his people did, and it costs a lot of money now.
Yeah, because everybody wants to have their like design put on the ultimate like I don't know.
Dude, I'm like
The ultimate
since
platform.
I'm gonna have to get a new pair of sneakers before I go to Jersey now to pick him up because I'm gonna feel like he's gonna be looking down at me for my sneaker taste.
Well,
I'm not even bringing you any. I don't want to like. It's all muddy there. Probably. I'm gonna get my stuff ruined.
well, the way you fight back against the sneakerheads is you show up in flip flops.
Exactly.
That's the opposite of the sneakerhead. Is
Really?
the flip flop guy. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just don't give a shit if you're a flip flop guy. That's what it says.
Yep.
I've got Virtus tactical flip flops.
Perfect.
Do they have like a mag holder on top of them or something? Is that what makes them tactical,
Really
or
cool.
like a
Really, yeah,
bipod or
that's cool.
something?
Virtus is a tactical clothing company. Okay,
tactical flip
so let's finish up here. So if money were no object, okay, you just basically had a credit card given to you and said, buy right now whatever sneakers you desire, what would it be?
One.
Pair.
Okay. You know, it's funny. I prepared for this because you warned me about this. So I got a little mini one. Got a little mini one of it. This is the ultimate for me.
Is that the original Gen 1 MJ
No.
Air Force Ones?
This is a Jordan 1, just like the other ones, but this is a collaboration with like this brand, Off-White.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna buy them because thankfully my dream shoe isn't like, it's expensive, but it's not like 40 grand, so it's gonna happen. But this is what got me into shoes in the first place, so it's like has like meaning to me.
So do you actually not lace that top part on purpose?
It's a keychain. I don't know. I
No,
thought it would be
see,
cool.
see where the little flaps are?
Yeah, I mean that's usually they don't have that, but some of them have this like flappy thing. Usually it's attached.
So, are you doing like video content for your sneaker stuff, or have you is that like a personal hobby? You haven't really gotten to that place yet.
I have an Instagram page for it. It's actually pretty small, so you can give it a shout out if you want me to get bigger.
Yeah, let's do it.
What is it?
It's Sneaker Noob, NEWB. It's very hard to find
I like
usernames
that
for sneakers.
sneaker noob. I
thank
like
you.
that
Sneaker
you.
news.
sneaker noob. It's honest.
So
It's fair.
So I'm gonna put it here in the chat.
Throw that in the
Go-
chat real quick.
Go to Instagrams sometime.
You know, I hate
And
to say
follow
it, but we're kind of running out of time, so
Sneaker
we've
Noob.
hit the last question phase of this interview. Are you ready for it, my friend?
I'm ready.
All right, so if you could improve one aspect of what you're doing between sneakers and media and like kind of the whole package, what's either the next step for you, or what are you looking to improve in the next phase of your life? Is that what we're going for? Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay. So for Airsoft, I want to take the passion that I once had, where I just love to go out and shoot all the time, like take pictures, and like I do for sneakers. Now that's how I feel about that. I go and take pictures, and it's enjoyable. I want to get that back for Airsoft. Like, I want to enjoy the content creation as much as I used to. So I'm working on that.
I don't think that's going to take that long, my friend. I think you got about
2 weeks.
about 2 weeks until you're no, seriously, dude. And I say this to a lot of people, is that like I am a guy who been to Afghanistan twice. I've done all kinds of crazy stuff, and my first trip to Broken Home was like 600 people on the field. Actually, my company commander was this guy right here for my first major event. And it was 10 trucks and a helicopter. out in the Oklahoma woods. It was 100,000,000 degrees out. It was 1,000,000% humidity. It was overwhelming. It was, I mean, and I'm a guy who's been in real combat, like, you know, big time. And it was huge, and it was a massive experience. And what I got to tell you is that, like, you can't understand the experience until you go to one of these events. And I'm going to tell you, it is going to change your whole perspective on the world, dude. Because it did mine.
So.
They're tons of fun.
Ted just reminded me. He's got his. I forgot. Ted has low speed gear.
Low speed gear.
Ted, one of his brands is low speed gear.
I like it already.
And he actually has low speed gear Vans.
I put his patches.
If Low Speed Gear has a T-shirt, I need to remind them about our T-shirt sponsorship program here on the Debrief. If you send me a T-shirt, I will wear it, and I love that title. So
I feel like I have to get a pair of low speed gear Vans and Milsim kicks.
I feel like I don't need to wear the the low speed gear Vans because people see how slow I am already. I don't need to advertise it. You know what I mean?
That's right. So we're going to be coming up. We're going to be talking about events. We got a lot of events. We've also gone international. So
you get to see me screw up names in Norwegian, Portuguese, Spanish. It'll be great.
We're not only covering events in the United States, but also throughout Europe, because we not only want to entertain our North American fan base, but our growing European fan base as well.
And real quick, before we go to commercial, if all of our European followers, watchers, whatever we're calling you, fans, please tell your local producers, make it a Facebook event and invite us as co-hosts so we can promote their stuff. Because a common thing we're finding is on the European side for some reason is people don't make actual online events out of this. They just make a poster and a post, and it's not interactive. So it's hard to search. It doesn't pop up on calendars. We'd want to promote all your guys' stuff and get the word out there. So please, if you're watching, tell your favorite producer, your favorite field owner how we do this.
We've got a lot of events to go over. So since Yitz has not really hit that national scene, so we're going to expose Yitz here in the last trail end of the show here with all these airsoft events, big events. And Yitz, you're going to stay on with us. You'll be able to comment like, oh man, if you've really wanted to go to an event, or you've heard about this event, or you've heard other players talk about this event.
There's even some events locally. So if you've been to the fields, you can provide some insight.
There's a lot of events in the Northeast region as well.
Please stick with us, sir.
Sure.
You can smile. It's okay.
We got a commercial coming up?
Yes.
We're going to rock a commercial real quick.
We got to pay the bills.
So let's do it.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to be talking about...
Lucky, when this commercial goes,
a lot of events.
Look in the lower right, Lucky. You'll see in like 10 seconds.
Hey, this is Sal with Third Coast Airsoft at Band Strike, and you're watching...
This is the Valken RDA-30 Red Dot sight. The RDA-30 Red Dot has a strong and lightweight nylon fiber reinforced housing and mounts to most 20mm Picatinny rails and Weaver rails. They include a CR1620 battery to illuminate the bright CQB reticle with 5 brightness settings. The turret click value is 1 MOA field of view at 100 yards, and you can find these sights in either black or tan colors. Thank you for watching, and please leave a review to tell us what you think. And we are back, the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show episode number...
We're on 119. No, 118.
118. It's not daylight savings yet. We have not jumped ahead.
Gotta turn that back real quick.
Adjust the timers on your grenade for daylight savings. So we've been talking with Yitz from Planet Airsoft, and we have gotten to the Airsoft event segment.
But I got to pay some bills real quick first.
You do.
You got me a graphic so I can do this part of it?
I do.
All right, hook up brother up with the graphic. Is up there? This week's Elite Force product feature is the Amoeba Striker AS-02 sniper rifle. It is a spring-powered. It is spring-powered and shoots 400 FPS out of the box at only $200 and 33 inches long. If you haven't seen PW Punk's sawed-off mod, you are missing out. Go out and get you one right now. They are a great value and a great way to start your life down that sniper rabbit hole and never find your way back out. Because once you get a sniper, you're tuning, and you're always trying to find heavier BBs. So, but yeah, great price point, short gun, super moddable. Check it out.
All right. Nice segue.
Did you like that?
I did.
Did you like that? Okay.
I did.
All right. So that's all done. Moving up. You got the next graphic. So coming up first, and finally our guest has joined us back again. There was a small bathroom emergency. I don't know if it was an emergency, but it was necessary. Sure. If you were a man, you'd pee your pants in the middle of the interview, is all I'm saying. All right, coming up first, Red Dawn 10, March 15th. Mere Tactical's hosting this at Badlands Paintball Field in Crete, Illinois. I would say more, but we don't have time. Moving on. Apocalypse 5, March 14th, Northwest Region. Otherworld Milsim event at Skirmish Paintball in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania.
Now, Skirmish is up in your neck of the woods, right?
Have you been to Skirmish yet?
Not only near Pennsylvania.
Ooh, that was a. Did you see that face for Pennsylvania right there? That was a poo-poo face.
Well, it's literally like the easternmost tip of Pennsylvania, as you.
I've never been there.
You mean so it's like Philly?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's actually Jersey. It's not Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly. It's on that little squirt of Pennsylvania that kind of goes over New Jersey.
For those of our audience that aren't from the region, if you don't know this, Philly is not actually, and everybody from Philly is not from Philly. They're all from Jersey. Philadelphia is not part of Pennsylvania. It's actually South Jersey.
So Yitz, you need to follow Otherworld Milsim.
They got some good stuff going on. That's
Jackal Tactical, Paul Whitman.
Paul Whitman. I forgot. I almost said Michael Bright on that one. I'm about to mess that up. All right, coming up after that, Pelicans 4 Op Black Poison, March 15th. This is a NOWAT event. Do we know what that stands for?
NOWAT is an airsoft team and also an event company in Spain.
So that's the twofer?
Yeah, it's a twofer.
So they play and produce. Cool.
Yep.
This is going to be at Campo Airsoft in Villa de Ciervos, Spain. Or, excuse me, España, if you're Spanish.
Oh, good job.
Like that? You like that? Did I get close enough? Any of our Spanish speakers, feel free to roast me. Or maybe I just pronounced it right. What? But yeah, so if you are in Western Europe, I don't really know the distance. I guess if you're in France, you can drive there. Maybe Switzerland.
It's like literally on the north. It's like just
I have no
above
reference.
the Portugal-Spain border.
I have no reference for how big these countries are. So like, is this like driving from like New York to like North Carolina? Is this like driving from Texas to Alaska? I don't know.
So, for example, driving from Barcelona to Ramstein Air Base in Germany.
Okay, how far is that?
That's a full day's drive.
So everybody from
you're talking like
Italy west could make this in a reasonable trip, basically.
Correct.
Okay. So everybody in Western Europe, please check this out. Campo Airsoft, haven't heard about them, but if they're holding a major op, they must have their shit together. So check them out. Coming up next, Operation Stonebreaker 2020. This is March 20th to the 22nd. Third Coast Airsoft at GTI in Barnwell, South Carolina. Valken is a proud sponsor of Third Coast Airsoft. We're going to see this guy there. You're only going to see this guy.
Me.
But he will have another partner rolling with him, taking my place, keeping the seat warm. Planet Airsoft will be there in person. And if you get a selfie with him and you tag me in it, I'll give you $1 million exposure bucks.
Wow.
Because I want to keep updated
deep
on these
into
things.
The exposure bucks bank.
It's because the Big G hooked me up. He gave me the company card for exposure bucks. So I'm just running it, man. I don't give a shit. I'm just running. But yeah, please check that out. It's an awesome, unique place. I've heard that some of these training centers might not be open for the going farther in some cases. So please, if you get an opportunity to take advantage of getting to play in these locations, take it while you have it, because things could always just change tomorrow.
Yes. What are you looking forward to for this being your first big full weekend event?
I'm looking forward to like learning stuff, honestly. Like I never really did video work like this, and it should be cool.
So are you going to be rocking tan or green?
Oh no, we're media group.
Oh, he's mediating?
We're media grouping.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
are you going to be doing the bright colors orange vest thing, or are you going to be going undercover like my partner does here?
No, I'm wearing my pink mask for sure.
Oh, so you're going kind of undercover but not. So immersive but not necessarily like Yeah, okay.
So people are gonna be like, they're either gonna ask for the media guy with the blue helmet, or they're gonna ask for the media guy with the pink mask.
Yep.
Exactly.
That should be easy to identify.
Yeah, easy to identify. Pink or blue.
That'll work. Good selfies with that one too.
Yeah.
Moving along. The big airsoft game, March 22nd. East Coast Airsoft I got that right. East Coast Airsoft is hosting this at Robin Hood Paintball in Havre de Grace, Maryland.
That's closer to you.
Yeah, it's very close. That's northern Maryland. That's almost that's on the northern part of the Eastern Shore. That actually is only like a 4-hour drive for you if you want to make it down.
Yeah, that's not far for you, Yitz.
Maryland, isn't that March 22nd? Isn't that like when the event is?
Oh, it is.
Like in,
Yeah,
it's the same event.
The same weekend. So you
like
guys
in
can stop on your
Coleman,
way back.
Coleman, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
But Robin Hood Paintball, they do airsoft events a lot. East Coast Airsoft does host a lot of events there.
Coming up after that, ACS Airsoft 7-year anniversary, March 28th, Appalachian Region ACS Airsoft event in West Paducah, Kentucky. Valken is a proud sponsor of ACS's Airsoft Anniversary Batch. And I have to make an apology to our audience because I've been saying that Paducah has a lovely ham festival for the longest time. I was wrong. It's actually in neighboring Cadiz is where we were. Ooh. So it's actually the county ham festival. It is, and it's still there. It's the Cadiz festival. So that's where they hold it. But the towns are like right next to each other. I'm sorry.
Dar Scarada is saying your España is very good.
Ah, muchas gracias. Thank you.
Now, question: do you know where Scarada comes from in his name?
I don't know. That's I'll look it up though. Scarada. Let me write a note to myself real quick.
Has to do with Mandoa.
Oh, is that a Mandalorian reference?
Scarada. It's a name of a person.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah,
I'll do my homework. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say because if it's like if it's a history thing, I'm normally pretty good on that stuff. Like I can pick up those little tidbits, but I didn't realize we were crossing to another history of a galaxy far,
They call
far
him like
away.
the father of Mandalorian.
Really? I thought that was someone else. Like you're talking about the guy who was like the original Mandalorian, who called himself the Mandalorian as the ruler of Mandalore, or the Mandalore is what he called himself. Like
he was the one that was.
Okay, I know the story now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about the guy who made the Darksaber originally, right? That was him. No, he took it from a Jedi he killed or something. Was that
No,
the story
that's
behind?
a different. That's a different.
Is that
movie.
different? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, we got off track, didn't we? Anyway, yeah, so that's that ham festival.
See, Lucky knows Cal Scarada. He trained Niner and his squad.
Oh, he was the second Mandalorian that was kind of training the mercenaries and all that stuff.
Yep.
Okay, I get it now. All right, coming up next, Trecien and Copan. How's that for you, Mr. Scarada? My Spanish is getting better. I've been living in Colorado for like a decade plus. I spent a lot of time in the taco trucks. I know what's up. Hey, no, dude. Seriously, if you don't know, if you guys ever make it out to like this area, there's different pricing if you speak Spanish or English. It's not it's not a negative thing. It's just how things work.
And Lucky Branch gets 1,000 exposure bucks for that knowledge.
Does he? Points for his knowledge.
Yep.
1,000? You're stingy, man. You give him out little drips and drabs. I just dump them on people's heads.
But the thing is, I will actually give it to him in person.
In person?
Yes.
I would too, but I'm not gonna go down that road of why I can't either.
Dude, I'm super stoked for the Centurion event. I'm not happy that I'm going to be missing it, but they have so many players going to this.
Do we have updated ticket stuff, or is it the same from last week?
No, I think they only got like a couple left.
Okay,
they're literally maxed out.
Sorry,
or only like
before we
a
have
couple
this
left.
discussion, let me finish real quick. March 27th to the 29th, it's Centramillion Milsim event at
Centurion.
Arena Training Facility in Blakely, Georgia. So the last time we told you guys there was only
9 tickets left for Copan.
How many for Ferris?
It's just 9
That's it.
left for Copan. That's it.
So I want you
Ferris
guys
is
to notice that between last week and this week, they've sold, I think 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ferris is all that's left. It's
yeah. So they sold.
Well,
They sold half the tickets left in that week. So
okay.
Yeah.
We got conflicting information. We got Stan saying only 9 tickets left for Copan Commandos.
okay, time out.
And then Lucky saying Ferris is all that's left.
If Javier is still in the chat, let's get it right from the horse's mouth. So to say. So if there's an actual Centramillion staff, Centurion,
Centurion. Oh my
Centrum
gosh.
Silver. If there's a Centrum Silver staff out there, please let us know how many tickets are actually left so we can keep everybody updated. And by the way, if there's any other producers in the audience still, please keep us updated on ticket sales. If stuff's running out, if one faction's selling out for the other, please, we want to add it to our list. It's something that we can keep everybody informed and keep them going buying tickets. But yeah, we'll just say Ferris left. That's it. Yeah, we'll say Ferris is left. So if you want to play Ferris, that's green, right? Is Ferris green?
You never know.
Oh God, we're playing
The
this game
FEB
again.
is green.
Okay, we're just moving on to the next one. I'm not diving.
Ferris is more of an ideal than a faction. You know what? I need to bring back Colonel Verduga on the show.
Has he been a guest on the show?
Give us some
He was a
thumbs
call-in
up
guest.
if you want Colonel Verduga back on the show.
So here's the weird thing about Colonel Verduga. We're gonna have a little sidebar here, but it asked me to send him a friend request again on Facebook. I feel like the Colonel either got a new Facebook page or he cleaned house a little bit because.
Oh, as he would say, the Americanos are trying to suppress him.
Oh, so he gets put in Facebook jail when he tries to continue the
So
proletariat revolution against the bourgeoisie.
So he had to make another Facebook account. Yes.
Okay. Continue the fight against the bourgeoisie. Ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one, aren't I? If you guys, there's, I'm not partisan,
So-
and I can say this. One side is kind of like Marxist revolutionaries. It's like a South American scenario.
A much bigger step. This is not just a scenario weekend like a lot of event producers do. This is all about immersion and the experience. It's all about how much you can role play, how much you think on your feet. It's not the typical airsoft football. It is more about the experience. Like, you could go to this weekend, never shoot a single BB, and just be the best experience of your life.
The best description I've heard of Centurion, it's like playing Model UN with airsoft guns. Because you have to, like, you know, it's more about diplomacy and negotiation and operating within your rules than, you know, actually shooting
Not
people.
necessarily diplomacy. It's about how well
Maybe
you can
diplomacy.
talk yourself out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah, maybe diplomacy.
It's verbal kung fu.
There you go.
You got to be verbally prepared.
It's more LARPing than most people probably are prepared for, but in a good way. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Where are we at?
Castle.
Castle? Okay. Operation Castle, March 27th to 29th. Lion Claws is hosting this. Prison in Carson City, Nevada. Of course, you guys know my opinion of John Liu's events. He puts on a hell of a show, great atmosphere, good commanders, great celebrity leaders, great group of people who come to play at those events.
Yitz, would you want to play in a prison?
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool.
Now, Yitz, would you want to play airsoft in a prison?
No.
See how that works? See, it's all about how you ask the question. You just asked if he wanted to go play in jail, not if he wanted to play airsoft in jail. I'm just saying. Yeah, so this is cool. 3 factions. You got cartel, you got prisoners, you got guards. I assume there's going to be some chaos coming out of that. Please check it out. Really rad event, unique location. Coming up after that, we got Descent Homeland, March 28th to the 29th, Western Europe. This is a 24-hour milsim hosted by Gunman Airsoft in Eversley, United Kingdom. When you say 24 hours, so that's a straight
from start to finish,
like 9 the next morning type thing.
It does not stop.
And this is a local field, right? Gunman Airsoft. That's hosted. That the word's being held
Yes.
at? And then the promoter is the company itself. Did I get all that right?
Yeah, I believe Gunman actually has 3 or 4 locations in the UK.
That's
And
impressive.
so this is at the Eversley location.
So that's like, I think it's up towards
And
Scotland.
I'm sure our UK viewers can correct me on that, but
yeah, please, if you're
we're trying to educate ourselves more.
if
on
you're a
the
European viewer,
scene.
roast us right now. And if this is Monday and you're watching on the Valken Europe page, please roast us about our pronunciation, what we're doing wrong. Please correct us. We want to educate people. We don't want to miseducate people about your awesome community over across the pond. Coming up next is Operation Southern Watch, April 4th to the 5th. Mere Tactical's hosting this at the Hendry Correctional Institute in Immokalee, Florida. And of course, the infamous or famous, I don't know, let's go with infamous, Silo Entertainment will be there. So he'll be doing all his snipery goodness.
And Shelly and Troy from Stampede Airsoft are going to be vendors.
Is Stampede down there?
Yep, Stampede's going to be going.
So a little tidbit about Stampede. If you guys don't know, they have the most extensive traveling collection of bits known to man. And I've heard
Yeah.
3 separate stories now of someone showing up and like, I need a tappet plate for this gearbox that hadn't been made in 15 years. And they go in the trailer and rummage around, and shockingly, they have one that Ben can trim down
We
and
were
fit.
at Folda Gap Airsoft scenario, and a guy walks in asking for an AK charging handle, and they had it.
And not only that, they have Ben working for him in that doing teching in the back, and he is a kick-ass tech. He actually did your MP5, right?
He did.
Satisfied with that? Happy?
He teched my MP5.
Teched it?
Phrasing. All right.
What'd I say? Did I say something wrong? Am I in trouble?
Did he-
Oh, I
yeah.
backtracked.
Phrasing.
Okay, I saw it.
All right.
So we're doing phrasing again?
Yes. Next.
Okay, Southern Front 2, April 3rd to the 5th. American Milsim's hosting this at D14 in Sanger, Texas. It's already warm down there, guys. Just
I
be
think it's already
prepared.
sold out.
Oh no, it's already sold out. It's sold out like 3 times over. I meant it was going to be warm, like temperature.
Because they reopened tickets, and I think those are gone. And
I thought there was like 3 or 4 waves of tickets they sold.
Yeah,
like,
I think
this is heavily sold out.
Yeah.
It's a AMS local event. We call them a bridge event. It's kind of like local players with AMS staff running the game at your local field. Kind of see if you're ready to make that jump. That next level of airsoft. And guys, if you already got tickets, you're heading down there. Just a word of advice. I haven't been to D14, but I know a lot of guys who play in that area and have been down there. It's a rough, and not like rough dangerous, but it's Plains, Texas. It's going to be hot.
Not an easy field.
There's a big. Remember that creek is probably deeper than you think it is. Be prepared to either have waterproof stuff or have stuff that dries quickly, because keep in mind, as soon as that sun goes away this time of year and you're wet, you're going to get cold with the quickness.
Because of the vegetation and the buildings and everything, there's a lot of sneak, and you will literally roll up on somebody like that and not realize it.
So work on those patrol tactics, boys and girls. Coming up after that, we got Operation Fallen Kingdom, April 3rd to the 5th, Northwest region. Lion Claw's hosting this at Fort Monmouth in Tinton Falls, New Jersey.
New Jersey. That's in Tinton Falls, New Jersey. Yes.
Fort Monmouth is a reserve base, or it's a former shutdown.
It's being closed.
It's being closed.
Basically, this is probably the last time you could play on Fort Monmouth, Yitz.
Well, until someone buys it and makes it a...
No, they have.
Did they have an event there like a year ago, maybe? Lion Claws?
They had 2 there last year, and then 1 there in 2018. But
did you guys sponsor Skies like to go there, maybe?
Yes, we did.
Oh, I was there. That's fun. I helped him.
But did you play, or did you just help him?
I did media, and I helped him.
You need to play. I think
you need to play at this.
You need to play.
I do,
because I'll vouch for you, because you gotta.
Wait, no, I want to vouch for him. I can vouch for people now.
Oh, that's right, because you have been to one line.
I can vouch for people. I want to. You vouch for so many people. Just give me the shot. I'll even tell them he's served too, so they can drag him up in front of everybody, just like you did to me.
But, oh my gosh!
If you don't know this story, my first Lion Claws was last year. He didn't tell me like anything about the event. I just was like, I'll show up. It's it's whatever. And I'm sitting there, I'm hanging out with the guys from Cerberus Airsoft in New Jersey, your area. And we roll out, and we're, smoking and joking in the formation, waiting for the game to start. And all of a sudden I hear my name again. And I didn't realize it, but he let him know that I'm a veteran, and they do this thing at Lion Claws where they get all the veterans who are there for the first time up in front of everybody and give everybody a patch. And what you may not know is I hate being the center of attention ever. I can't stand it. And so he thought it was just the funniest thing known to man, as I'm standing there just looking like crap, trying to like tuck in my shirt, hide my big monster that's sitting behind my gear. Well,
it's funny. They called his name and he ignored it. And then John Lou gets to the end of the list, and I looked at John and I'm like, call his name again. And so when John calls it, he emphasizes it and makes it even more awkward.
Which, I mean, I didn't know John very well at the time, so I was a little angry about it. Now knowing John and becoming friends with him, it is such a John Lou thing to do. Yeah. So,
Ted's gonna be there.
Oh, is he? Cool.
For a little bit. He says for a little bit.
Just to pop his head
Ted
in?
said he could vouch for him too. I think Ted's got more exposure bucks with Lion Claws.
I don't know. Has he cooked for John yet? Because that's a big thing. I've cooked for John. Has he cooked for John?
All right, moving on.
Where are we at? Cape Fear?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah.
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear Rebellion 2, April 3rd to the 5th. Black Ops Airsoft is holding this in Fayetteville, North Carolina. This is not Black Ops Bristol. This is one of the 97 different Black Ops, so it's the one in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So please remember that. Start driving that way, not towards Wisconsin. In Vietnam. Is this on Fort Bragg, or is this just in the same town as Fort Bragg?
I think it's just the same town.
Okay. Actually, you know what's funny is I've been noticing that the airsoft, there's an airsoft field apparently on Fort Benning, and they're starting to like get popular in that area. Like I've heard people talking about it. It's actually
there are several paintball fields that have also turned airsoft that are on military bases, but they just don't get a lot of advertising because they're usually typically run by MWR.
Yeah.
Or Air Force Services.
Well,
so
I know for a fact the Campbell one, at least when I was there, was paintball only, and they had some airsofters that would show up and use their facilities, whatever. But it's actually, luckily, it's not on post; it's right off post where Sabre Airfield is. So you don't actually need to sign on post, and it's not. I think it's managed by someone else, but owned by the MW, so it's an everybody kind of thing. So that's
do you ever think you'd go back to paintball or play it concurrently with airsoft?
I have a paintball page, but I don't think so.
You have a paintball page?
Dude, I don't use it though. I posted because I went to PayPal extravaganza with Sky and I did like media for that. It was kind of fun, but I don't think I would play.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair.
Coming up next, we got the Kankaki. Kankaki.
Kankaki.
Actually, hold on. Staff's wife told me how to say this right. Kankaki. Incursion 2. She actually texted me with a voice message and admonished me for not having to say it, like phonetically announced it to me.
Exactly.
April 4th to the 5th, Midwest region. Mere Tactical's holding this at the Dog Food Factory in Kankakee, Illinois. Please do not show up. They asked us to remind you guys this is pre-registration only because there's, I don't know why, but I'm sure there's insurance or site requirements, so they need numbers before the actual event. So please just don't show up, register, follow the rules so we can have access back to these locations again. Shine Wars, Broken Jaw.
Nope.
Wait. No. Shine Wars is next.
Oh.
On my list. Did our list not setting up? Do you not have Shine Wars? Did we miss one?
Hold on. Hold on.
Smooth.
Hold on, we're getting there.
Hold on.
I think we're about to fire an intern. Oh, we're about to fire an intern.
Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by.
Is it there?
It's gonna be there. Hold
Okay.
on.
Hold on. Should I add some pressure? Should I poke you in the arm a little bit? Should I blow on your ear or something just to distract you?
Oh my goodness.
Do you work better under pressure? Is that how this works?
What's the date on it?
It's
April 4th?
April 4th, yeah. Are you making it while you're doing this?
No. I'm not making this while I'm doing this.
All right, let's see if I'm going to give them like one more chance to get this up there, and then I'm just moving on.
gosh.
Can they do it? Should
I don't
should
know.
I do a countdown? Do you think? Do you think I can do a countdown?
Yeah, do get that.
Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1, 0. See how good we are? Look at the coordination on that.
All right. There it is.
All right. Dang. Whew, I was actually right on that. So Shine Wars, Broken Jar. I'm guessing this is like a moonshine.
No,
Run Runner.
Shine Wars is a series that's actually been going on.
So is this like a moonshiner themed thing? Or
Yes.
Is it, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
actually
getting there.
moonshine. Yep.
So is it about? I'm guessing this is about moving containers of liquid from one side of the field to the other, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I assume it sounds fun. April 4th, Appalachian region, a chickens tactical event. I like that.
Yes.
And
Chicken
this is-
Tactical. That's who sent it to me. Like, my bad. I knew I made it. I knew I made the graphic.
And this is going to be at the famous Command Decisions War Game Center in Taylorsville, North Carolina.
That's right.
They put on a hell of a show every year for Fallujah Gap. I heard there's tanks and stuff. It's cool.
Yep.
So please check that out. Now you can go to City of Chaos.
There we go.
Okay. City of Chaos, April 19th, Midwest region. Missouri Airsoft and Simulation Site in Lawson, Missouri. This is the MASS, which used to be the old MAC, which is now just the MASS.
Yep. Twig Humphrey's running this event.
So the Twig Humphreys joint?
Yep.
So check it out. Should be a good day. Battle at the Depot 2, April 24th to the 26th. M. Sato is hosting this at the Seneca Army Depot, so it should be rad. We had a caller a couple weeks ago said that this is a really good spot to go to. I can't remember who it was, but it was actually a first-time caller, so take that as a recommendation and rock and roll with it.
Lucky says Shine Wars is a Moonshiner game versus ATF.
Ooh, that should be fun. Now, if Lucky knows, can you please let us know, is it like, does ATF have to wear like suits? Because that would be really fun. Like if they had to be windbreakers and like suits, like they were ATF agents, like that was the kit. I'd be down for that.
Oh, you never played ESR?
No,
When I ran ATF at ESR for
no.
AMS.
ESR had 1 year after I started, and then it disappeared into the limelight. I'm shaming you, AMS. So if you are bringing it back, because I've seen some teasing, but I'm calling fake news right now unless I see it on the schedule. I'm calling it. So. Yeah, what do we have next? Second annual VFA charity game, April 24th to the 26th. Veterans for Airsoft event at Sherwood Forest in LaPorte, Indiana. Valken is a proud sponsor of both this event and Veterans for Airsoft.
I just shipped Freddie and Rachel
some good
a pretty good
little good prize pack action.
Oh yeah. Cool. So this year they are raising money to build up their armory. So they have equipment and gear for veterans that don't have gear that they're exposing to Airsoft. So
yeah, VFA guys, awesome awesome organization. It's pretty much Freddie doing the whole thing. I mean, at least the first year he was doing it pretty much out of his own pocket, just kind of trying to get it up and running, just to fly. And he has a great support team from his airsoft team and local players that travel with him. The community has been really supportive. Their mission of getting veterans out to play with minimal of issues, and the reason that I support this organization so hard is because I am one of the success stories, not of VFA. I came around before that, but Airsoft was what taught me when I came back and tried to reintegrate into normal society. It was a nice bridge place, so I could be around crazy people.
This is the good feel kind of stuff that you need to see again. People giving back to the community rather than tearing it down, right?
Right.
Am I right?
100%, yeah.
So please support them, if nothing else. And also, guys, this is one great thing about VFA that I love so much is they don't really take donations. You can buy stuff from their merch page. So buy a couple patches if you want to support them, and then rep it and show it everywhere you go. And they also do these really awesome raffles and giveaways.
Oh, dude,
with those
nobody
cutouts.
cares about the airsoft giveaways. They care about these handmade wooden custom flags.
That's the big winner. Oh. And they've actually become so popular. I saw they gave away 2 at an event a little while ago. So they're not just doing one. People are losing their minds over these. So if you have seen any of those custom woodworking wall pieces that, as a flag or like an American soldier or all this other stuff, they give one away every time.
Did you see Yitz? He gave the evil eye to his sisters.
Ooh.
Right there. They're being loud.
Yeah.
Throw a shoe at him.
You heard that? No, right. For my shoes.
Next up.
All right. You ready for this one?
Yep.
The Sheboygan Sanctuary Incursion 2. April 25th to the 26th. Mere Tactical's hoping this one event. Mere Tactical needs to lighten up and let some AOs go for everybody else. They are way too busy as of late.
I know, right?
They're everywhere, too. At the Abandoned Asylum in Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. Yeah.
Do you believe in goats, Yitz?
Goats?
Ghosts.
I heard that wrong. I don't think so.
Would you play in some place that's haunted?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm sorry. Would you play airsoft in some place that's haunted?
Stop it.
So
you're not going to get me like that again.
Let me give the... Hold on. He's not answering this right. You're supposed to say, I ain't afraid of no ghost. And then you just move on. You like that? You like that? Yeah, Sheboygan. If nothing else, you get to say Sheboygan as much as humanly possible if you go to this event. And I think that's just a fun word.
It's amazing, yeah.
That's a great word. Sheboygan.
Hey, Yitz. Sean Mullen says hi.
Oh, hey, what's up? That's Universal Airsoft, right? It is.
Universal Airsoft? Is it like a universal soldier? When he plays too much, do you have to put him in the deep freeze to heal his BB wounds?
Is his Instagram handle Universal Airsoft?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
so. There is. So where's the Galaxy Airsoft?
We need audience. Find us Galaxy of Airsoft. We're gonna have him on the show, and then Universe next.
We just need to make that page. So we get the rights.
We're now officially Galaxy Airsoft. We're calling it right here. Verbal contract. You heard it. You can't rip it off.
Someone ripped me off, so I don't think it works like that.
Nope.
The company ripped me off.
See, we work for a much larger company with much better lawyers, so
I don't have a lawyer, so yeah, I guess so.
Coming up after that, Operation Dragon Rogue 7. Wow, that's a lot of weird words together. May 2nd to the 3rd Southern Region, Third Coast Airsoft event.
We're going.
Are we going to this one?
We are going to this one.
This is a long-ass drive, too. This is like 20 hours or something like that.
What the hell?
No, this is a 2-hour drive for us. Or it's a 2-day drive.
I was about to say, like 2 hours. Like, that's in Georgia.
It's 180 seconds.
Like,
yeah.
Anyway, so...
We'll be driving there.
We'll be driving there. Valken is a proud sponsor of Third Coast Airsoft and this event. Hey, and you know what the great thing is? We got the new Creeper van on the road finally. So
it's not a Creeper.
No, it's Creeper 2.0. It's not a Creeper van, but if we're in it, it's a Creeper van is kind of what I look at. The van itself is quality.
Gino, he's not calling it a Creeper van.
I'm not calling it a Creeper van. What I was leading to is that it's branded.
He's very
now.
grateful that we have a better conveyance vehicle.
The contents are Creeper, not the van itself. That's what I was implying.
No. He doesn't hire creepers. He hires very good employees.
Very good employees.
Is
that what we're going with now?
Yeah,
okay. But yeah, the point I was getting at, big Valken logo on the side. If you see us, stop and say hi. We're actually branded now is what I was getting at before my partner interrupted me 9,000 times. This is why we get nothing done at work. Coming after that is Downfall 6, May 9th to the 10th, Northeast region, Otherworld Milsim at We Are.
EMR.
One more time, We Are.
EMR.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, Yitz.
Park in New Milford, Pennsylvania. Yitz won't go there. This is deep inside Pennsylvania. He wants nothing to do with this.
I've been to Pennsylvania before. I've been to Pennsylvania.
New World, awesome. That is Michael Bright. Did I get that right for New World? Or Paul?
Paul Whitman.
Paul Whitman.
Otherworld, not New World.
Am I screwing that up? Yeah, sorry.
New World is a brand of paint that we sell.
Is it? Is that what I've been saying all day?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah.
Otherworld,
Milsim,
doing
owned
good
by
stuff. Paul Whitman.
Paul Whitman. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm trying better. I'm just not. I just am who I am.
He's doing it because you love Star Wars as well. He's doing it on purpose.
This is the legendary EMR. What they got, like 11 different fields.
Castles.
3 castles, largest
11
recreational
fields,
castle in the United States. Check it out. I think like one is 3 acres wide or something like that. It's something ridiculous, but it should be a rad place to play. If you're nearby, make it there, and if not, you're dumb. Coming up after that, we got Dark Emergency 6, May 14th. I mean, seriously, if I lived next to EMR, I'd be there every weekend, but I don't. May 14th to 17th, Western Europe region at Airsoft Helden event. I know that name for some reason.
Airsoft Helden. Max was at SHOT Show. Max and him, the German guys.
Milsim Max, or
no.
or your buddies, the German guys.
The German buddies that at the booth. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's Airsoft Helden.
Okay, cool. Those are rad guys. I get to meet those guys, spend a little time with them. They're Kaiju and Peltast approved.
Yes, and if you didn't know, I mean, it's very difficult to. There's a lot of rules in Germany to play airsoft, and the fact that they have put on Dark Emergency. This will be the 6th year in Malwinkel, which is like old German concrete bunker kind of place.
Is that on the East German side or the West German side?
It is just west of Berlin.
Oh, so that is hardcore East German side.
Yeah, so it's like northern Germany.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, just outside of Berlin.
Yeah, very cool. By the way, if you guys don't know this, the Germans love their regulations. So if you're going to this, make sure you have all your paperwork squared away, you cross your I's, you dot your T's. And I'm not saying this as a joke. I'm just saying that the German people like doing things by the book. It's just how they operate, and they're good at it. So, respect it when you go to their country.
Yep.
Also, by the way, no Iwa this week, because otherwise he wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I'd be in Germany right now.
So Nuremberg is empty of gun people right
now.
No
IWA. No meal sim.
No meal sim.
No sharing sparkling sake with Masake-san.
Are you into sparkling sake? Because my wife's gotten into that.
Only when I see Masake-san twice a year.
Because it's super dangerous if you start drinking that too. It's kind of like
it just
disappears.
Have no idea that you're drinking alcohol,
and then 10 minutes later you can't stand up, and then it's all downhill from there. It's the worst of both worlds. It's sake, which is slow, and then bubbles, which
no seeing Danny Allred from New Pearl, no seeing Scott Allen from Land Warrior.
Sad days. It's okay.
No Finnegans.
September. I'll see you guys.
Yes, September 3rd through the 6th. IWA got moved.
What do we Operation Urgent Fury. You got
yes.
Okay.
Operation Urgent Fury.
May 16th to 17th. Mere Tactical again. Wow, they are blowing up this year.
Yeah.
Seneca Army Depot in Romulus. So Seneca Army Depot.
Look at all the stuff in your northeast region there, Yitz. You need to travel.
Dude, that's
I want to go to EMR.
8 hours away from him, dude.
Okay.
So EMR is on the list?
Castles are cool.
Dude, if you go to EMR, tell them that we sent you. They'll hook you up. It's
Timmy.
Timmy will hook you up.
No. So this one, I'll share the list with you after the show.
Yeah, we were talking about. You said you wanted to go to EMR, and I was like, if you're going to EMR, tell Timmy that we sent you. And
for sure,
they got bunkhouses. But anyway,
they got bunkhouses. If you
back to Urgent Fury.
Urgent Fury, 16th and 17th, Mere Tactical, Seneca Army Depot. This is the second event this year at Seneca Army Depot, so it sounds like that's becoming kind of a hotbed for the Northeast region. So please keep an eye on that.
It's very vehicle friendly.
Is it?
Yes.
So if you got a vehicle,
not very many venues in airsoft anymore that are vehicle friendly.
There's kind of like Copperhead, Broken Home.
I wouldn't even say Broken Home is vehicle friendly.
Well, because half the roads are gone now, so you can't. It's just north south. We kind of waste of time to have a vehicle at Broken Home.
Yeah.
What do you got next? Lion Claws.
Nope.
I go from Urgent Fury to Lion Claws on this list. Do you want me to skip down? To land rush? I can do a land rush real quick.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Line claws. There you go.
Okay. Wow, I'm on a roll today. Like, I've been right a lot. I'm kind of worried that I'm going to get in a car accident on the way home or something. Lion Claws XIX.
19.
I'm American. Those aren't numbers. Total War.
Super Bowl is done with Roman numerals.
Yeah, but the announcers say it for you, so you don't have to read it.
Oh, that's true.
You know.
Yitz, be our announcer.
May 22nd to the 24th, Pacific Region. Lion Claws is hosting this at George Air Force Base in Victorville, California. For real, guys. George Air Force Base. There's been a million videos there. It's like Copperhead, but looks like someone bombed it previously. So if you guys are going, be careful. Lots of pointy objects, lots of concrete. I've seen several videos of people fall through the ceiling there. So, it's a dynamic, fun environment. Just be safe when you're out there. Don't push your limits, guys. And I know John Lou's people are going to do their best to mark off all the dangerous stuff. But yeah, totally a rad location. Shut down housing for an Air Force base. Super rad. Coming up after that, we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Another one in there. There it is. Got it.
Eastern Front. May 23rd to the 24th.
You stressing me out, man.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just reading things and then expecting the booth to do the rest. American Milsim's hosting this. Zulu 24 in New Windsor, New York.
Zulu 24. You like Zulu 24.
That's your location. Once again,
May 23rd through the 24th, Memorial Day weekend.
This is a bridge event. Is this the usual command staff that's going to be there? So John
I don't know.
and Kate are going to be running it?
I don't know.
But if you plan on going, let me know. I'll give a holler because my home is American.
I think it's only like 150 versus 150. I think it's a 300
small
person.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a
But yeah, let me know if you want to go, man. AMS is kind of my original home, so I can always give you a good word. I have a good name in AMS, I like to think, in the AMS crew. Kind of. What good my name has will carry good at AMS. I don't know about anywhere else. This is a bridge event. This is once again AMS coming in and running a game on a local field for local players. Kind of.
What would you say is, about Zulu 24? What would you tell our viewers about Zulu 24 that've never been there?
They're constantly working on their field, which is always important because always you get bored of it eventually. And the staff is really nice, and the players are usually pretty nice too. So it's all around great.
All three aspects of what you'd want in a field: good staff, good terrain, and good people to play with. That's kind of the holy trifecta. If you had some burgers and fries on the end of that, and maybe I
think they have a food truck.
Yep.
They usually have a food truck come down.
I'm sold. I'm good. By the way, food trucks at airsoft fields is the most genius combination because Flat Acres has been doing that for a while. They get that pizza truck that shows up.
Never been to Flat Acres.
You've never been to Flat Acres? We
Nope.
gotta maybe
Never been to FAF.
We should grab the boys and do like a little road trip maybe one day.
Can't because he's wrestling on Saturdays. Remember?
Well, not every Saturday. He's got to have a Saturday off eventually.
Well, yeah, and then I'm out of town at a different airsoft event.
You make everything difficult. I like how you accuse me of making things difficult. You're just nothing but negativity.
Well, I typically don't play airsoft on my own time because my work life, everything is consumed by airsoft.
Are you mocking me because I also play airsoft on my own time?
Yeah, you play airsoft.
Are you saying that I'm a bad? I'm like I don't know. We'll just move on. After that, do you have a graphic for this?
I do.
Okay. Bristol Land Rush, May 30th to the 31st. Overwatch Tactics at Black Ops Bristol in Wisconsin.
Tickets went on sale
Tickets
on Monday.
are on sale. Valken is a proud sponsor of Overwatch Tactics.
And look at this. Soto's not even in here. He left.
Tag him?
Yeah.
Well, it's late for him. He's got to have a.
It's not late for him.
His bedtime. He's an hour ahead of us. That's how it is. As you guys know, as you can tell by my shirt, I am an Overwatch Tactics fan. Had an absolute blast at Conquest of Avalon last year. Of course, if you guys don't know, Milsim is not really the term for their games. I would say Avalon's an aggressive scavenger hunt, and I don't know what Land Rush is going to be because this is the first one. So I'm really excited to hear how this goes. Because Will and Brian and all those guys down there do.
We're actually sponsoring a control point.
Are we?
Yeah, so when you actually control that control point, you actually get ammo.
Oh, that's right, because this is the one where they're doing the prizes are part of the game thing, right?
Oh, well, it's not really prizes. It's
Supply, I guess.
yes, like a lot of the support they get from the industry goes into making the game better, not just for some raffle at the end of the game.
So yeah, they'll be keep in mind when you're this is the game where if you control those control points at the right time, Soto Claus will come around and unlock the box.
Soto Claus.
And there might be some smoke, there might be some BBs, there might be some tasty frags from our friends at Enola Gay. You know, all kinds of good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Lots of fun. It's definitely a value added day, and Black Ops Bristol is an awesome field, and I have not gotten to play it yet, but I know so many people from that community, namely the Nemesis folks, Ryan Dean, Saltsiders. Congratulations once again on that beautiful baby. All kinds of awesome people. Sorry, Dylan, our friend Tactical Moose. An awesome community with really good people. So if that's the kind of people that come
Midwest
out of that community,
is a good place.
I would want to be part of it.
Yep.
And finally, Operations Hornet's Nest, June 6th to the 7th, Midwest at Mass, Missouri Airsoft and Simulation Site event. Big Boy Milsim is the official umbrella term for their Milsim events now. This is going to be at the Old Airfield in Rantoul, Illinois. We will be sponsoring this, and you will be seeing our beautiful faces there. This is going to be really neat. It's a airfield that's either shut down or not being used anymore. Demilitarized. So there's hangars, there's indoors, there's outdoors, there's all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
This is also a new producer, so they're bringing a new flavor to the game. Someone who's been around a while but hasn't held their own.
Nobody's been back here since Airsoft Republic.
I know. I'm excited for it. I really am stoked. And by the way, if you guys don't know, when Matt, who owns Big Boy in Mass, was on our show, I think he gave away like 4 tickets to this event or something crazy like that.
He did.
And what's even more amazing than that is Homeboy knew the names of everybody who'd registered for his event.
Yeah, because we were like, comment, and we're like, you know,
doing our randomizer.
Winners. He's like, oh yeah, he signed up for this team.
I'm he's already got a ticket. We're like, so pick a new guy. He's already got a ticket. Pick a new guy.
I know, right?
So we ended up giving away like companion tickets, which was awesome because he was such a good sport about it. He gave away like 4. Like
so quick quiz, Yitz. How many events did we just rattle off?
28.
Man, he is on it.
Wow.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I'm taking
28
I'm
events.
taking you to Atlantic City next time I see you, man.
I mean, it is the prime season for airsoft between from March all the way through May, both North America and Europe.
I'm a little depressed though.
Why?
Well, so we've officially started our expansion to Europe, right?
Yes.
We're on the Valken Europe page. We are doing European events. If you have an Asian event or a South American event, or maybe even one in Africa, send them. I want to know what else is out there. I want to be worldwide, international.
Yeah, it's got to be a Facebook event.
We want to be international. So if you got something weird, find it for us, send it to us, because I want to have an event on every continent when we do this. I think that'd be kind of cool. We'd be officially
kind of cool.
The empire. So
Make me have to do more graphics. Thanks.
you are well paid. You are well compensated for your work.
I am.
He complains because he loves it.
Well, Yitz, thank you so much for taking the time tonight. I know you've been busy burning some midnight oil for your day job, and we really appreciate you just coming and sharing with us and talking about how you're just trying to grow airsoft through content creation.
It was nice to hear kind of almost a negative point of view too. Like not negative, but kind of like the full, honest, like I'm not 100% on airsoft right now. Like, you know what I mean? It's really cool to hear that honesty, and I thank you so much for sharing with us.
Him.
Yeah.
He's not focused on him. He's like one of the few content creators that I know that he's not focused on himself. He's focused on what he's shooting.
Excellent. So thank you so much for sharing your time with us, man. It means a lot.
Sure. Listening to my sneaker talk. Most people don't.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh no, I got an education.
Shabubala?
Booby.
Yeah,
Bubala.
Shububala.
Just call him Bubala.
Shabubala.
Bubala, like an old Jewish grandma.
Oh, yeah, Bubala. It's so cute. Look at the Bubala.
Appreciate it, brother. By the way, if you're catching us at a later date on SoundCloud or YouTube or on the Valken Europe page, thank you so much. Please hit a like and a share. Dropping comments, even if you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. Any kind of feedback helps the algorithm. Seriously,
yeah, exactly.
So just please click something on your way out.
Big shout out to our sponsors.
Oh, we got Enola Gay.
Enola Gay.
Making lifestyle gear, boomy stuff, smoky stuff.
Yeah. Elite Force.
Elite Force making guns, and then some BBs.
Yeah, and some more guns.
And some more guns after that. Gas blowbacks, AEGs, pistols, rifles, sniper rifles, machine guns.
Batteries. They do batteries.
Submachine guns.
Submachine guns.
They do batteries.
If you're watching CNN, they're a machine gun. If you're watching Fox, they're a submachine gun. Oh my God. You like that one? Yeah. They're assault weapons.
So we'll be back next week. Yes.
Are we going to be back next week?
Yes.
We will. Wait, no. I thought you were... No, it's 2 weeks you're going to Jersey, right?
No. Hold on. Who we got on the show next week? I got to look at my calendar.
Do we have a guest?
Oh.
We have next week.
Didn't you announce this in the beginning?
Rich Forsyth from Trooper Clothing is on next week.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
You know who Trooper Clothing
No,
is, right?
I know that. You didn't tell me he was coming on next
No,
week.
yeah, he's going to be on next week.
You just dropped this on me right now. Do you see the expression? This is how much information I get. Jesus. Anyway. Also, before we forget, please sign up for the Valken Alliance. Sign your friends up. It's just another way to get information about your local community out.
And I'm going to be dropping all these event links into those regional Facebook groups mañana.
So you'll know what's up. Anything else? Did I miss all the
Nope, that was it.
It's all the bumpers?
Yep.
All right. See you guys next week. And do we have a tagline? We need an outro. Outline, like...
See you next week. Bye-bye.
But there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second. Surrender.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
We will not go quietly into the night.
It is your killer instinct which must be harnessed if you expect to survive in combat.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
Remember this day, man, or it will be yours for all time.
What keeps you awake at night?
Nothing. I keep other people awake at night.